Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hopefully the music isn't too
Hello.
loud.
Hello,
I'll turn it
hello,
down like a
hello.
smidgen. Hopefully everyone's having a good morning.
Good morning.
I am here with this Glasses Journal. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
that's me. That's me.
Okay. Do you
You
want to
got it.
introduce yourself?
Oh my gosh, of course. Hi, I'm Glasses. It's very nice to meet everybody. Variety streamer. I focus on playing farming sims, indie games, or retro games. And obviously I play a lot of Pokemon as well too, if you can imagine. Very cozy, wholesome content. And yeah, just a nice little ray of sunshine all around.
Wow, awesome. Well, you
Yeah.
guys should already. Well, actually, no, because there's some new people on chat that's from Glasses community. Um,
Yeah.
I'm Tyria. I'm a space elf who runs a gaming cafe, and I'm also
Mhm.
your cosmic guide if you ever need help in a game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mostly do gaming content, but every once in a while I'll sprinkle a little just chatting, like how we're doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you again for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. And I'm actually very excited that you reached out to me because you
Aw,
seem like a
shucks.
really nice person.
Aw, shucks. You make me blush.
Oh yeah, chat earlier we were gonna talk about K-pop because we found
Oh my
we both
god.
love Red Velvet.
Yeah. We
My
were in like the
obsession.
pre-stage. Yeah.
Yes.
We were in the pre-stage of yapping, and I'm like, all right, we gotta like save all this information
Yeah,
for
we
we're
gotta say
actually
because
live.
I will rant about them. I will rant.
I got you. Don't worry. We have a lot of K-pop fiends
I
in
know.
my community.
No, I'm actually really excited. What's your favorite album from from not K-pop? I mean Red Velvet. God.
Oh, for Red Velvet. I don't know the names in the album, so let me just quickly double check. Uh, hmm. hmm. Ooh, Summer Magic is pretty good.
Which one is that? Like the newer one?
That one has Power Up on it, and I love Power Up.
I love Power Up. That's actually a really good song. That's honestly a
Yeah,
really cute song.
it is a really
I
cute song.
I think the album is it no the title. I like Russian Roulette. I don't know if it's
Oh,
called.
Russian Roulette, classic.
I know. I forget the album name. Is it called like the Red or the Velvet? Well, it's not the Velvet because that's when they do like the soul, the R&B
hmm
type music.
hmm
I need to watch one of those guides again. Those YouTube guides.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Also, Red Flavor as
Oh
well.
my
That is
god, Red
also peak,
Flavor.
peak song.
Actually peak.
Absolutely peak song.
Absolute cinema, dare I say.
Pretty much, it's literally cinema. It's just outright cinema. When did you first get into like a Red Velvet? Was it like
Hmm.
recently? Have you been a fan for like a few years or?
It's not recently. I've been a fan for a little bit.
Okay.
I forget how I found out about them. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
um, it had to be something YouTube related.
Probably.
It had to have been. I can't remember right off the bat, but it
That's
was
okay.
like I was not a fan when they first started. I know that for a fact.
Mm-hmm. Got you,
I
got
think
you.
I heard Red Flavor at some point and I really liked it and
Mm-hmm.
decided to like do a do like a deep dive of them.
Yeah, that's so fair. Yeah, I first got into K-pop. I want to say like kind of in high school, where I heard like a few songs like G by like Girls' Generation and like a
Mm.
few Shiny songs as well, but I never like fully stuck to it until like 2018 when my best friend got really into K-pop, and so
Mm.
obviously by association I got into K-pop. She's like, I need to share my hyperfixation with you, and I was like, oh sure. And I'm hyperfixated on K-pop now, so there you go.
I think my first time finding out about K-pop was, oh
Mhm.
God, what are they called? Do you know that one group that does like the it's like that one K-pop group that was like their song was famous for being in a car commercial.
Ooh. Hmm.
And like N2Z1 or something. It's a girl group. It's a
Oh,
girl group. It's a girl group. Though
yes. I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't
I
remember the name.
Is it iZone maybe? Question mark?
I don't think so. I can't like remember the name of the group because like it's numbers and letters that make up their name.
Oh. So I'm like,
Nah, I'm the same way. Like it's not an actual word, so it's harder to remember.
Yep. That is so fair. Yeah, there's a lot of like girl K-pop groups and stuff like that it's just like
Mhm.
some of them just kind of blend together for me and I'm like, is this group or is this that group?
I like I don't mean to like offend anyone, but like it all looks the same to me sometimes. There's so many.
There is a lot of them. There is a lot of them. Thank goodness though, I started standing like one of the biggest groups in K-pop in like member wise, which is 17, which has
Mm.
13 members, and I was
Oh
like,
my!
yep.
I forgot they got a lot of members.
Hey, they do. There is 13 of them, and
Oh
there
my
is
god!
it took a lot of time to remember all of them, but I did it. So very proud.
I think my first time ever trying to like remember a group was Twice.
Oh my gosh, I love Twice as well. Twice is fantastic.
Yeah, it took me a minute to remember people's names, but I haven't been watching them recently.
Mm-hmm.
But at least at the time, I could tell who was who.
Yeah. Hey, honestly, sometimes that's all you can expect is like, okay, I can tell who's who, or like a good
Yeah,
chunk of the group. You could
yeah.
tell
I mean,
who's who.
I may not remember your name, but I at least know that you are different.
Yep. I'm just like, you're not this one, so process of elimination. Which is such a mood.
Exactly.
Exactly. Just a little process of elimination and you figure it out.
Yeah, because there are like some groups that like I like at least one or two of their songs, but I haven't really done a deep dive, so I don't know who's who when they're singing, when people are singing.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. If you ever get into 17, I got you. I got you.
I think I have at least one song that's by 17. It's one or two. I know I have at least one. So I definitely do want to get more into them. If I like one song, I'll probably like the rest.
You probably will. 17 is very experimental, I feel. They go through like just a bunch of different like genres.
Oh, I love that. That's the reason why I love Red Velvet. They always do a different genre.
Yeah. I love Red Velvet's just like cult stuff when they just like get so like cult related, where it's just like, here's a song where we're going to off the pizza boy. It's like, oh,
or their most recent album Cosmic, where it's a literal reference to a cult movie.
Yep. I love that for them. It's like, yes, girlies, we love this.
Yes, we do. We love that you embrace the darkness.
We love that. Because who else is doing that? Nobody, only them.
Honestly, nobody. I feel like people who do it, they're just copying.
Nobody does it like them.
In all honesty. I'm sorry if I'm talking with my mouth full. I got a bagel.
That's okay. What kind of bagel you got today?
I got a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Ooh, those hit. Those hit.
I was thinking about cream cheese. No, it's just butter.
Oh,
I was
butter?
gonna put yeah. I didn't want cream cheese. At least not today.
That's fair. Sometimes butter is just all you need.
Okay, so what's your favorite music video from Red Velvet though?
Ooh.
You can have a favorite song. What's your favorite music video?
Ooh, they're all so good.
I know. It's hard to
That's why I'm
choose.
just like, oh, I have to pick one.
Or maybe like at least top three. At least top three.
Oh, top three. Probably Psycho. Psycho is one of them for sure.
Oh yeah, I love Psycho.
Peekaboo is like a classic. I love Peekaboo.
I love that too.
And probably just Power Up because I love just how energetic it is.
What am I think Bad Boy may be at the top.
Bad Boy's a classic.
Yeah, and then I love Russian Roulette. That's like a favorite.
Yeah, Russian Roulette's also.
And surprisingly, I like Rookie too.
Oh, Rookie's good. Rookie's a classic.
Yeah, I think it's a battle between Zimzalabim and Rookie.
Yeah. Zimzalabim is definitely a song that I was just like, what is happening?
No, because when I first heard it, I'm like, what the hell is this? But
yep,
then
you're just like,
I listened to it more, and then I'm like, oh, I'm kind of digging it. I'll keep listening.
It's like, oh, you know what? It's kind of getting to me. Sometimes a song just needs like a couple listens before you're like, you know what? I kind of rock with this.
Yeah, Zimzalabim is either you hate it or you like it. There's no in between.
There is no in between.
Yeah.
It's either you're down with it or you're not down with it at all.
Dum Dum. Dum Dum's a really good one, actually.
Oh, Dum Dum's also such a good one as well.
Maybe Dum Dum. I think Dum Dum might be my third one. I forgot about that.
Never forget about Dum Dum.
I can't forget about them.
Can't forget about them.
I still can't remember what the K-pop group name was.
Yeah, for the car commercial. It's gonna come back to you and you're just gonna message me out of the blue being like, it was this group. And I'll be like, oh!
Like, while we were talking, I'm like slowly looking like, who the fuck are these people?
You're trying to like figure it out, just being like,
it's gonna be on my mind. I'm gonna forget, and then I'm gonna remember, and then I'm gonna be pissed.
Yep. That's okay. You can message me out of the blue and being like, oh, it was this one. And I'll be like, ah, there you go.
Wait, I think I know that one of like the group members from there does solo stuff.
Okay.
Like, it's actually going to annoy me if I don't. CL. Okay, what group were you in, CL?
Let's see. 21. 2NE1.
Yes, them.
Yeah, 21. There we go. We figured it out.
Yes.
21 is also great songs as well too.
Yeah, like I was like, I can't remember the name of the song that they got popular off of. I Am the Best. That is what it.
Yeah, I'm the best. I'm the Best is such a good song.
Yeah, because I'm like, I know that, like, as a kid, I think that was when I was first introduced to K-pop. I didn't know it was K-pop at the time.
Yeah.
Because it would play in like a car commercial while I was watching cartoons.
And you were just like, oh, okay.
Now, like, I dig it. I don't know what they're saying, but I dig it.
Yep. You're like, sure, why not?
Yeah, honestly. And Girl Generation, I have, what is it, GGG?
Yeah, G. I fucking love G. Oh, sorry. Can we swear? By the way, I didn't even ask.
Yeah, I don't care. I swear like a sailor.
I fucking love G. That song is so good. That song is peak.
What else? I think in high school, when I actually knew what K-pop was, what is it? 4 Minute was someone I listened
4 Minute.
I think they like disbanded at some point, but then got back together.
Yeah, honestly, so many K-pop groups will like disband and then they'll get back together and stuff like that, or you know, it's just like a whole different mixture of everything.
Yeah, I honestly, it always gets so confusing to me sometimes when they do
Oh,
that.
yup. It can get really confusing. So
I
I get
know.
you. One minute you're standing in the group, the next minute you're just like, oh, this person is not a part of the group anymore. Okay, interesting.
Mm-hmm. And don't let me start on the the hardcore K-pop stands.
Yeah.
Like
There's a lot.
them, they crazy.
There is a lot of hardcore K-pop fans. Honestly, you can make the argument that it's like almost like every fandom has like the really like intense stands, but because of
Mm,
how like big K-pop is and just like the broad like standard of like how many people like enjoy it and how many people are like diehard fans basically
mm.
for like the group members and the songs, it's just like whoo, it's like sports in a way. It's basically
Yeah.
sports, but it's very female centric.
Mm-hmm. I swear people get like too excessive with some of the
Yes.
idols lines because I'm like, okay, buddy, we get that you love them, but why do you know their blood type?
Hey, it just says sometimes on like K-pop profiles, it's just like their blood types there, and I'm like, do I really like need to know this? Is this like a thing that I need to
Yeah,
know?
like, am I gonna run into them and they're gonna like be bleeding on the floor and they need a blood transfer? Like,
And I'm gonna be like, I know their blood type. Don't worry, guys. No,
that's
I so get you.
I never, I will never get, I will never get that at all.
Nah.
Like
Yeah, they're
favorite food, cool. Favorite drink,
yeah,
what?
like that favorite color, that's chill. When it
Yeah,
gets to, their favorite, their blood type and stuff like that, it's like,
yeah.
guys, I don't
Like,
know about that.
yeah, blood type, where what school they went to, when they graduated. I'm like, oh my.
All that stuff. It's just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know
Not
about all of
sure.
that.
I'm not sure about all of that, guys.
Mm.
Yeah, I've. Mhm.
No, ignore me. I'm still eating a
Oh, okay.
bagel.
Oh, okay, you're good. Um, when I first got into K-pop and stuff like that, I had like my own like K-pop account and everything because I didn't
Mm.
want to like hog up my like Twitter timeline with all the stuff about K-pop and everything. So I was like, oh, I'll just make a separate account. I've encountered so many like just very obsessive fans from like K-pop Twitter. I'm just like, whoa, this is like intense, guys. It's not that deep. I think we should like go outside for a little bit, guys. I don't know about that.
I swear some of them do need to go outside because I swear. Do you remember when BTS didn't win like the best group award at
Yes.
like, yeah, and everyone got mad.
Yeah. Some of them they just take it like so seriously and I'm like, I don't think it matters that much. Especially because
Yes.
so many of the groups, they're like friends with each other 9 times out of 10. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like when you're, shit talking this one group, it's like, well, they're friends with each other. So it's like, why are we like picking fights about this? It's so weird.
Yeah, like you can see it whenever like they like do like those award shows. Like they'll be waving and like hugging if they like know each other that well or just be hanging out.
Exactly. Exactly. Like so many of them like hang out as well too, just like out and about, and it's like, okay, guys, let's just like chill out a little bit, you know? Let's chill out.
Yeah, and I swear they be getting it too excessive. I think I've seen a few times where like people will like somehow get past security and get up on the stage.
Uh, or like they'll find out the flights that like the members are on, or they'll like figure out what hotel room they're staying at and stuff, and like leave gifts outside the door. And it's like, what? What are we doing, guys?
There's no
What are
way I
we
could.
doing?
I now, if I were to ever meet Red Velvet, I would be super excited, but not excited
Mhm.
enough to be stalking them.
Yeah. Like I had one instance when I saw like 17 back, I want to say it was like in 2020. This was before like COVID happened. So this was in January before COVID happened. And they were in what was this place called? Not San Antonio. I think it was like Dallas. Yeah, in Dallas. And so where the concert was, it was like in this like big giant like plaza area and kind of like the middle of nowhere, like near a highway, I think. I don't remember too much, but regardless, in like the plaza there was like a hotel, and it's like very obvious that they're probably staying at that hotel. And so we're like, oh my gosh, whoa, it'd be so cool if we like saw them and stuff like that. So at one point, me and my friend, we have to like go to the bathroom, and there's no like bathroom anywhere nearby, so we're like, oh, we'll just go into the hotel and like use the bathroom. Lo and behold, we go into the hotel, and obviously who do we see? We see one of the 17 members just like hanging out, and we're like, and so instead of like, you know, going up to him and being like, oh hi type of a thing, we just like immediately run and start like laughing because we're like, oh my gosh, you know, we want to be super respectful and like, you know, give him his space. We don't want to be like, oh my gosh, hi type of a thing. We're just like, oh my god, that was him kind of a thing. Just like gush about that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. If I were to meet Red Velvet, I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I wouldn't want to be near them because I'd be afraid I would be super awkward.
Yeah, that's like my biggest fear as well too, is just like being super awkward in front of like anybody, or thinking like, you know, I'm super parasocial and stuff. I just like trying my best to be like super polite and kind, but also just like being really excited.
Yeah, like I like if I saw them, I would be like super excited, but I wouldn't want to go up to them because inside I'm internally panicking. Like, I don't want them to think I'm a weird stalker.
Exactly.
I just
and
like
I'm sure
their music.
Yep. And I'm sure like they wouldn't think that, obviously. Unless you're like super, super, super creepy or anything like that. But, you know, if you're just like a regular normal fan, I think then it's like, it's chill.
Yeah. Because like they Red Velvet also seem like really nice people.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what, the one thing I always find like for someone annoying, like when someone does like a mistake or like a bad thing and they're like a K-pop idol. Not unless it's like a legitimate, like really, really bad thing, which I can get having backlash for. But if it's like a literal mistake, I'm like, they didn't mean it at all. I'm like, why are we sending them hate threats?
They're like, they have to be on like such this giant pedestal. And yes, I can agree to an extent where it's like, yeah, they're an idol and obviously they should, you know, try their best to be a good role model for people. But it's none of my business if, you know, a 30-year-old K-pop idol wants to smoke a cigarette. I don't give a shit type of a thing. It's like, whatever. I don't care if they want to do that. That's on like their own time and shit like that. But some people just get so upset. They're just like, oh my gosh, how could this person ever do this type of a thing? And it's like, what do you mean? It's just a regular, normal thing that everybody does. Well, not everybody, but like, you know, it's a thing. We wouldn't care about this if it was a Western artist.
Yeah, it's only ever ones that are like overseas. And I'm like, when did you guys build this standard?
I feel like they just had that standard for like such a long time. And it's always the Western audiences who are like, guys, it's not that big of a deal. Guys, it's like fine. It's not that big of a deal, guys. I think we need to just calm down.
Another thing I don't get is like when like idols, both men and women, like most people like like be more hateful to women when they gain weight.
Oh my gosh, yep.
And it's not like and it's not like that they're overweight or anything. They just got like a few extra pounds. Like, they
just gained a few pounds, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have such a high. Yeah. I'm so sorry. You go first.
Oh, you're totally fine. They just have such a high beauty standard over there that I'm just like, oh my gosh, it stresses me out, low key.
And it stresses me out too.
Yep. I do not think I could ever be a K-pop idol.
Me neither.
I'm good with just being a little VTuber on the internet.
Yeah, I'm fine with this being a little guy, this
Yeah,
little
I'm good with
gal.
just being a little guy on the internet. That's me, guys. I'm the little guy on the internet.
Yeah, honestly, I would love to visit South Korea, but I'm also kind of
Hmm.
like somewhat afraid to go because of my skin color and how much
That's
they
so
have like a
fair.
yeah, and how much they have like a
Yup.
beauty standard for like pale skin, and I'm like, "Oh, I can't change it. I was born this
Yup.
way."
Yup. For sure, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I can only imagine. Fortunately for me, obviously, if you can imagine, I am very much the skin color of my VTuber, so I wouldn't possibly experience that. I am obviously like, I guess in like their standards, I'm like overweight, and I guess in society standards, I'm like overweight. But I can only imagine what you would probably have to deal with as well, because
I would
like
probably have
God
to
forbid.
like I would probably have to deal with like people just walking up to me or like people staring at me for long periods of
Yes,
time when I'm just
yes,
walking down the street.
yeah, and it's like, have you guys like never seen this before? Like, what is happening, guys? What's happening?
Yeah, and I also feel like South Korea is like somewhat isolated when it comes to like what Westerners do,
Mm-hmm.
especially people of color, because they
Mm-hmm.
like seem to like get this like standard of what we are through like media
Mm-hmm.
when half of the time most of us do not act like this.
Yeah.
It's just a TV show.
Yep. It's so fair.
Yeah. What else? Oh, anime. Do you like that?
Uh-huh. Uh, I don't watch as much anime as I used to. In high school, I was like really, really into anime. Like the whole
Mm.
like I want to learn Japanese and I want to go to Japan and stuff like that.
Mm.
But nowadays I don't watch like as much anime as I used to.
Yeah,
What's your favorite anime?
me neither. I don't watch it as much at all, or just really any. Because
Mhm.
I'm either busy with work,
Mhm.
streaming,
Mhm.
preparing for a schedule for the next stream, or
Yep.
I'm watching YouTube.
There's no in between.
Yeah, there really isn't. I think as a kid, well, in high school, because that's when I got into anime, same as you.
Mhm.
It used to be Fairy Tale. It kind of still is Fairy Tale, actually.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, my
Fair-
favorite character was always Natsu. That's like the pink-haired guy.
Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Think I do. I never watched Fairy Tale, but I'm like, that the name sounds familiar. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I know exactly who you're talking about. I know who you're
If you
talking
can get past the fan service, it has a good story behind it.
about. I feel like that's a lot with anime. It's just like it's
Yeah.
very fan servicey and stuff like that, which is so fair.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
kind
like
of like a running gag within like
mhm.
the story. I find
Mhm.
it funny, but not other people do. Because I'm like,
Yeah, which is fair. Um what was I gonna say? I feel like that's like that with like Naruto as well too, because I was really into Naruto as a kid.
mm.
I was like, oh, I love Naruto, and there's a lot of like fan servicey stuff
Yeah, it
in
was
that
like
show
that's just like
too.
that's within the time period that like it was okay.
Yeah, it really was. I feel like now it's kind of like slowly branched away for some of them, not all of them, but
Yeah,
just
not
for some
all
of
of
them.
them. Yeah, but
Yeah,
the ones
not all of them.
that like really heavenly, like the manga was like heavenly, like
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I've lost my train of thought. I
Hi,
feel like
Winger, welcome in.
for some followers that not followers, damn it, for some anime that like
Hmm.
heavily involved it, or like that's basically the entire plot, like those harem like
Oh, the
ones.
harem ones where it's the
Yes.
basic boring guy and like six attractive women, and they're all after this one boring guy. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, like none of them have
sure, guys.
any other love interest, just this one average guy.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically it. I feel like my favorite anime, which like I always recommend to anybody who's like getting into anime, I always recommend Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's probably like my favorite anime.
I love Full Metal Alchemist. The story is amazing.
I feel like that's a perfect anime.
It's a perfect anime. At least the people's standards, it is the perfect one.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, it's a good length as well too, because I feel like when some people try to get into anime and like they recommend shows like One Piece, and it's like, oh yeah, you should watch One Piece. I'm like, okay, how many episodes? Yeah, I'm like, I don't have time to sit down and watch all of that. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have time for that.
Yeah, and apparently with the story, even though there's fillers, all the fillers lead back to a later story in the goddamn plot.
Yep. So it's like, oh my gosh, guys.
Like every character has a story, and I really think that that's cool. But god damn it, it's taking forever for this anime to finish.
Yep, it sure is. That was like the same with Naruto as well too. There was always like filler happening, and I'm like, I really like don't care about this like filler stuff. I just want to see the cool fights.
Yeah, I'm like, I think you can skip some of the fillers for Naruto, but you can't skip the fillers for One Piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
So apparently every little detail will be explained later on, and they're like, where the hell did this come from? Oh, you didn't watch this episode. That's why.
Yep. You didn't watch this episode. Now you don't know what's happening right here, and it's like, huh? What?
I feel like if I were to get into One Piece, like I know some of the characters at least. Like if I were to like get into it, I would have to probably read the manga because I can read faster than I watch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I've never gotten into Homestuck.
Into Homestuck? Oh my fucking God.
Homestuck. I can't read.
You're fine. You're fine. I briefly got into that. I stopped reading it just because it got so convoluted, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck is happening anymore. It started like kind of a simple plot line, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of like getting it, and then it like kind of strayed a little bit away, and I'm like, I don't know about this. And then it just like went off the rail, and I'm like, I don't know about this anymore, guys.
I
think I should stop reading.
Only know about Homestuck because there used to be AMVs about it.
Oh my God, there's so many AMVs about Homestuck.
Like I think it was in middle school when I found out about it, but I never looked any further into it other than just watching AMVs.
Yep. Hey, I don't recommend it. I mean, it's fine. It's not like, you know, it's like controversial or anything, and there's like bad stuff that happens, but it's just so long and convoluted, and it's just like, what is happening in this anymore?
I feel like if I want to understand it, I'm probably gonna like get it from like the perspective of someone who's already played it and has made like a YouTube video of it, like their own documentary of it, explaining like the lore. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna get it if I play it myself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for the daily coffee. You got a flat white.
Yeah. Everybody get your daily coffee. Yeah, my Mareep's name is Sunshine, if you're wondering what the Mareep's name is. Her name is Sunshine.
Oh my God, that's adorable. I don't have a name for my little cat plushie.
That's okay. I didn't have a name for her for like the longest time until just like one day the name stuck, and I was like, okay, yeah, we'll work with this. That's basically me with like any of my VTuber and my VTuber lore. I'm just like, one day I'm just like, oh yeah, sure, we'll just add that in. Why not? Why not, guys?
When I first started VTubing, I could not think of a good name for myself, so I had to use Google.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
What's my favorite Pokemon? Oh yeah, I didn't mention it to chat because I was talking to Glasses about it before we started stream. I like Charizard or like Charmander. I like the entire evolution of him.
It's a good Pokemon.
Yeah, I love him.
I love that little lizard guy. He's a cutie patootie.
Yeah. And he looks badass when he's like fully involved, and then he has like a mega evolution too.
Yeah, his like mega forms, G Max
Mm-hmm.
forms. He's just a cool dinosaur.
Yeah.
Obviously Charizard is definitely like overused, and I can get people being like, kind of a thing about it for how it's being overused. But I still think Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard are really cool Pokemon. I just wish Pokemon would just like take a break from them and give the other Kanto starters a little bit of love too, but you know, that's Game Freak.
I feel like Bulbasaur kind of gets some love.
Yeah,
A
I
little
love
bit.
Bulbasaur. Yeah.
But oh shit, I forgot the plant one's name.
Venusaur, Ivysaur?
It might be Venusaur.
Yeah, Venusaur is the final form of Bulbasaur, and then there's like Squirtle, which is the water one.
Oh my god, I Squirtle. It's been a while because my only form of knowing Pokemon was from the cartoon.
Yep. The cartoons are like, they go everywhere in the cartoons.
Yeah, they go everywhere, and I only really know first generation Pokemon. Honestly, anything after 8, I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, even like for me, I like Pokemon's one of my favorite like hyperfixations, but also at the same time, there's some Pokemon I'll be like, I forgot this is like an actual Pokemon. I feel like this was made up.
There's a literal lamp Pokemon. Like,
yep. There's a Pokemon for like almost everything, you know?
Yeah, like literally inanimate objects are Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a phone themed Pokemon at this point.
I mean, technically Rotom is, because in some of the later games you have like a Rotom phone. Basically, it's not like an actual Pokemon you can use in battle, but it is a thing, and Rotom's whole thing is like it goes into animate objects and then becomes like that object. So like been like a dishwasher, it's a lawnmower, it's an oven, it's a fridge, it's a whole lot of stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Pokemon's silly. I love Pokemon though.
I wanna actually like play a Pokemon game. I've never played a Pokemon game.
Oh really?
No.
If I could recommend one to you, if you've like never played Pokemon to begin with, excuse me. If you have a Switch, you could play like the Let's Go series, like Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee.
I do have a Switch, and maybe I will. This depends if I'm ever not broke.
What a mood.
Yeah, because Nintendo never changes the prices on like their Nintendo brand stuff.
They sure don't. If need be, you could always play like the older games on your very legal Game Boy Advance. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I mean, that's what I sometimes do on my very legal Game Boy Advance, DS, and 3DS. I mean, TBH, I bought the games before, so it's not really, you know, pirating, because I bought them, I supported them, but
I suppose in some people's eyes it's stealing. Even if you've already bought them. It's so weird. Like, you bought it. There's a receipt. There's a receipt somewhere. It may not exist anymore, but it's somewhere.
It's somewhere. But yeah. You could always play those. I mean, there's like a good selection of like different ones to play. And honestly, you don't really have to like play the first one to know the second one or anything. You can just like pick like any generation, and you can just hop on in and see if you like it or not.
I'll have to see. Maybe it could be like a series.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's like so many games I have to like finish playing though. I have too many.
It's such a mood. There are so many games that come out and I'm just like, I need to play this and finish this, and I'm just like, I can't. I don't have any like time to do that.
Literally, if I'm like not streaming or planning out something for next week, I'm working at my actual job. I don't have time for games as much.
Yep, that's such a mood. If you don't mind me asking, what's your actual job? If you can say. If you can't say, don't worry about it.
No, it's fine because it's not anything crazy. So
Okay.
I work at an airport,
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
for a company that like does like food service, and one of the
Okay.
shops that I work at is like a coffee shop. So I kind of filled in the lore of my VTuber with what I just actually do in real life.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have stories about my most recent job. Because I've been unemployed like this new year for like 3 months now till I found this one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I though I like staying at home, I don't like doing it every day without making some form of revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
I can only handle so much of it, which is why I'm glad I have a job and that it has a fucking set schedule. I hate jobs that change my schedule every week. I hate it.
Yup. Been there. I know that feeling so well.
That was my last job and I hated it because like, oh my God, it changes every week. I want to plan stuff, but I can't plan stuff because it changes.
Exactly. If I can't like plan stuff, then it's like,
it's chaotic.
Well, that's not
I hate
helpful.
it. Yeah.
It is chaotic.
Oh wait, I have a story for like my most recent job. So like I wasn't the one like ringing up this lady. She was a foreigner. I believe she may have been German. And I think I was just coming in from work and like just getting started. And one of my coworkers were ringing up the German lady. And when the German lady tried to like pay, my coworker noticed that it wasn't U.S. currency. It was euros.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why she thought that was smart, but my coworker said that like, hey, I can't pay with this because it's not U.S. currency, which is very obvious.
Yeah, which makes sense.
But then the German lady, she didn't like that. She did not like that. She started well, I don't know if she was cursing, but she was making a scene about coffee that she couldn't get.
Oh my God.
Because it's her own fault for using the wrong currency.
Exactly. Like we can't do like the conversions there. What do we mean?
You know what the funny thing is? There's a currency exchange desk.
No, why can't we just go there?
Now, I don't know if they're everywhere at the airport, but I know for a fact that there is one down the hall, not far from my workspace. So she really doesn't have a true reason to not have U.S. currency.
Yeah.
Because we have something where you can switch it to.
Yeah.
But she started going off. Like, she's yelling at everyone. She won't let me pay.
God.
She won't let me pay. Pointing, turning to the other customers who are trying to also order. Yeah. The people that are behind her said, like, hey, we'll pay for it. Just add it onto our thingy. We don't care.
Yeah.
And when we...
That's really nice of them.
Yeah, it was really nice of them. And when my manager had to come up, because she was actually making, like, a huge scene out of truly nothing.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
And when my manager said, like, hey, someone said that they'd be kind enough to, like, let you to just pay for it themselves, she also didn't like that for some reason.
It feels like a lose-lose situation for like for you guys apparently.
Yeah, I can't remember whether she got her coffee or not. I think she did get her coffee, but like it was unnecessary from the jump.
Yeah. That just seems like a very unnecessary moment of just like getting mad.
Unnecessary.
You could not pay me to yell at a customer service worker. Could not pay me to yell at them.
Like they have to have done something extremely bad for me to really be yelling at anyone. But if they just made a literal like honest mistake, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be going off on anyone about it. I'm like, hey, did you fix this? It's wrong.
Yep. Or if it's a mistake on like my end that I'm like, hey, you know what? I can't use euros to pay for my coffee. That's no problem. I'll find a solution, you know? Instead of getting
Yeah.
mad at you guys for that.
Yeah, and I'm like, does he not have like a card, Apple Pay, or
Yeah.
anything? Only euros?
Yeah.
And she was an older woman, but like, ain't no way you're so out of touch that you don't know that you can't use euros in an American country.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people are also just like very entitled for like no reason as well. So it's like,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. If this is a cup of coffee, it overcharged coffee, I might add, because it's the airport and they upcharge so much.
Of course they do. It's an airport. We understand.
Yeah. When I look at the prices, I'm like, I would never pay this if this was outside of the airport.
Yep.
I'll just make coffee at home, and that's free.
Yup. So fair. But when you're at the airport, you're like, well, I guess I'm buying this coffee. That's like $20.
Yeah. Or water bottles.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But the thing is, you can bring your own like empty water bottle and then just fill it up in like one of the water fountains.
Yep.
So
I think people forget that like all the time.
I swear, whenever I like see someone who like, can I get a cup of water? I'm like, you never bring a water bottle with you?
Yeah, it's like, huh? We didn't bring one?
Yeah. Like it's not illegal. You can also bring your own snacks at the airport. I feel like no one ever really knows that either.
Yeah, I feel like nobody brings their own snacks.
Yeah, like as long as it's not a liquid, 9 times out of 10 you can bring it in. And if you're not sure, just look up the TSA guidelines and see what you can bring and can't bring.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know they constantly change it, so it's always good to like look into it.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. People ask me the dumbest questions when I work at the shop.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Someone asked me, can we make iced lattes?
Huh. I'm sure you were just like, what?
Oh, I don't know if my face is it. I don't know. I usually not very expressive, but when stuff happens, I tend to get pretty expressive.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure if I could see my face would probably be saying, "Are you stupid?"
Yeah, you're just like, I'm not sure about that, guys.
Yeah, I'm like, and when they ask, I'm like, what do you think? We're a coffee shop. If we don't have one thing, we'll probably have the other stuff.
Yep. It's just like,
okay. It's also on the menu, so they really don't have a reason to ask me that.
Yeah.
Oh, another
who
thing
knows?
People, another thing people keep asking is, do we have tea? It's not on the menu, so we don't. It's kind of, I feel like that's kind of dumb that we don't have like non-caffeinated options, because not everyone drinks caffeine and not everyone likes decaf. So I feel like it's a somewhat reasonable question, but also at the same time, when people ask it, they stare at the menu for at least 5 seconds and then ask it anyway.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like a secret. It's not like a secret menu, guys.
Yeah,
it's just not there, guys.
Yeah, it's just not there. Apparently, they used to sell it, but then they took it off for some reason. I'm not really sure
interesting.
Why.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I remember one time we were closing, and a man walked up to the store. I tell him right off the bat, "Hi, just so you know, I can't serve you sandwiches because we turned the oven off, so we can't warm them up. They have to be warmed up. They're not fully cooked."
Yep.
And then he turns around and asks me, "Do we sell burgers?"
Yeah, man, we do. How did you know?
It doesn't can't help that. Like, he's looking into like you know how like most coffee shops, if they sell pastries, they have like a little display that
yeah,
shows
the
what they
display
sell.
tray.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's looking in there and he's like, "Do you sell burgers?" I'm like, "No, it's not on the menu. It's not in the display thingy. We don't sell burgers."
Yep, we don't. Like, huh?
And apparently, he either just ignored what I said to him in the beginning or just didn't hear me. Then he turns around and says, like, "Hey, can I get this sandwich?" And I'm like, "No, we turned the oven off. You can't get it."
I just told you we turned the oven off.
Yes, I literally just told you the reason why you can't get a sandwich.
The oven is off.
Yes.
What are we doing?
I can't serve you a cold sandwich. It's not cooked. I'm not getting in trouble because you can't listen.
Yep.
Then he gets mad and walks away. I mean, when he asks about the burger thing, I did like give him an option, like, "Hey, there's a Shake Shack down there. You can see if they're still open because I'm not 100% sure. I can't tell."
Yeah.
Because they're not far, but like the shop is in an angle that like I really can't tell whether they're open or not. Mm-hmm. So like he could just walk over there and see, but I guess he just didn't want to walk over there.
I guess not.
Yeah.
God forbid. God forbid he walked over.
Yeah, God forbid you took like 10 steps towards the plaza.
Yup.
I like making coffee, but I hate being with customers because they never listen.
No, customers, I feel like they just don't listen, or they only want to listen to like the stuff that they want to hear. And if you say something else, they're like, "Nope, you're not allowed to say that." It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I have to.
Yeah, like we don't really have too many options at the coffee shop that I work at. Which is kind of a blessing because like I don't have to do anything too complicated.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a curse because people get mad that we don't have it. I'm like, we don't advertise it anywhere on our menu. So I can't really help you if we don't have what you're looking for.
Yeah. It's like this isn't really like my fault. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault.
I don't get paid to add stuff on the menu.
I don't get paid enough to deal with this.
Yes.
That too. I don't get paid enough for this, guys.
Do you have any like crazy work stories that you feel comfortable sharing at least?
So my current job, I do community management for a Twitch partner. So I'm like basically a full-time mod. My stories mostly just entail me like banning people for like dumb reasons. I feel like 9 times out of 10 where people are just like acting up in chat. And then like, okay, we need to like not do this. You're gonna get banned. And then they just like get really mad at me because I'm basically like the not nice person who has to go and ban people sometimes. But it's just like, come on, dude. Why are we acting like this? Why are we acting like this?
It probably says it somewhere in the rules of the person who got banned didn't read.
Yeah, I feel like some people just don't like have like common sense sometimes, where I'm just like, I think you need to give your head a shake in regards to just like thinking that this would be okay in like a setting. Like one thing that like comes to mind is that we used to have in like his Discord server, we used to have like a meme channel. And we don't have a meme channel anymore because of how many times I would have to ban people from that channel for posting just like things that they were like, this is hilarious and comical. And I'm like, this is very racist. Why are we posting this and saying like, oh, this is just a funny meme and joke? I'm like, no.
Lord, they got the 2000 humor in them.
They really do. Like, I don't even remember what this meme was about. I just remember that it was in relation to like the Hiroshima bombing in Japan.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck do we mean? We're posting this on the meme channel and being like, guys, this is comical. I'm like, you need to leave immediately. Just like shit like that.
I kind of somewhat can. It depends. Like I've seen like someone do like a Photoshop of like a Subway commercial like ad and it was related to 9/11.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's in my memes channel because I remember someone from a college that I used to go to show me it, and I'm like, oh damn, that's something.
That's something.
It's something.
Yep. I think obviously some memes are very like subjective as well too, and it like really depends on like it and everything. But there is like a line, and when people do cross the line, I'm like, ooh, yeah, let's not do that anymore. I think we need to remove ourselves from this channel and what we think is comical and humorous.
Yeah, because I swear, I'm like I don't mind like dark humor, but don't go that far.
Exactly. It's like we could be a little bit comical about this, but not like super out there. We don't need to be like that out there, guys.
Yeah, we don't need the edgelords. We don't need any edgelord chatters.
No, we don't need any like edgelords. And like some people just get like very offended, I feel like 9 times out of 10 when you like just remove them from your space, or you just like, you know, time them out for a bit because you're just like not happy with what they say. And it's just like, all right, I don't know why we're like this upset. Like I've been timed out in people's like channels before for making like dumb comments and dumb like references. And it's like, okay, you know what? I agree that was a dumb thing to say. Let me just, you know, take my time out and like move on.
Yeah,
but some people are just like,
Yeah, I too have. I don't usually chat that much, but I have like been timed out before in like a new community that I've never been in. Because I tried to make a reference, but then like the not like the mods, but the bots usually take it the wrong way, and I'm like, I tried to say something funny because it was said before by the like the little streamer.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I like saying, I'm like, oh, I understand. I don't care. It's okay. Yeah. It's no big deal.
Yeah, you get it. If it's like a brand new community and you know, like, oh, okay, you read over the rules and stuff like that. But if you say something and then it's like a mod times you out and they're like, hey, we don't actually say this here. You're like, oh yeah, you just come back and you move on. That's all you have to do sometimes. It's just you come back and you move on.
Yeah, as long as like no one's like hanging it over my head that I made this
exactly.
Which I'm like, oh.
I don't think I could ever do that. If anybody like makes a mistake, because obviously like I moderate the chat like full time and everything. When people make mistakes, I'm like, oh yeah, that's no problem. You've made a mistake. If the person says sorry, it's good. It's when you continuously keep making the same thing over and over. I'm like, I think it's not going into your head that this isn't okay. So I think we need to remove ourselves from here now.
Yeah, see, I get it at that point. I remember like seeing a Twitter post about like one streamer who like didn't like it when people talked about what they streamed, but they also rated into them. The person who they like timed out. Yes. Yeah. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that whole like thing with like, it just feels very self-conscious to me, where people are just like, oh, if you're a streamer, I don't want you in my chat, you know, talking about like your stream, because it's like it falls technically under the self-promo category, but also the person like had rated into them, so it's like we knew you were streaming and you were streaming X game, like what? Huh?
And they're like, hey, the person who's like currently got rated into was like, hey, what did you do? And then like said person who rated said that they were streaming. So I'm like, why time them out when they were answering your little question?
They were just answering your question. Which is so silly.
And then like one of my followers were saying like, well, they should have listened to rules. But like, I feel like there's a point to where like there's something to allow and then there's stuff to not allow, unless they were actively saying like, hey, this person's boring. You should come to my chat because I'm cooler. Then I get it.
Yep, then I get that.
Yeah, but they were just telling you what they did when after they raided into you.
Exactly.
And, yeah, and then the person who raided into them got, I think they may have gotten timed out or banned. I'm like, well, that doesn't make me want to raid into you. That doesn't make me want to come to your streams anymore.
Exactly. Like, I'm not going to come back after that. Like, that just seems like, I'm not going to come back now. Sorry.
Yeah.
If I'm not welcomed in, then what's the point?
If I literally can't chat about what I raided into you for, like, what's the fucking point? Like, what else you could have banned me for? talking about like a game that I played on stream.
Exactly. Like, my whole thing with like self promo is basically like, it's totally fine if you want to talk about you, like if you're coming in and being like, oh yeah, I streamed today. You know, I'd be like, oh yeah, what'd you stream today? Oh, I streamed XYZ. Like, that's not self promoing to me because, you know, I asked about it. That's not like self promoting to me. Self promoting to me is like you coming in and being like, guys, you should watch my stream instead. And then you link your stream, or you're like, you should follow me instead. And you link your stream. That I feel like is self-promo to me, because you're just coming in unprompted and just like, you should follow me, you should sub to me, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if I ask, like, you know.
Yeah, I get that perfectly. Like, like the person right into you, the shout-outs, you're already getting linked anyway. You're getting promoted regardless because you're the one who got rated into.
Hey.
The person that rated is getting promoted anyway. So I don't know why talking about it is like any different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm never gonna like fault anyone for like talking about what they did today, and it had to like revolve around them, like not even just VTubing, just making content in general.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you did, okay.
Hell yeah. I feel like some people are just very self-conscious in like the whole, not even just like the VTubing space and just like the streaming space in general.
100%
where they just see people as like numbers and that's it. It's like, oh, I'm going to do this collab with this person because they're going to get me, you know, more, you know, like content, more numbers, more viewership and stuff like that. Or I'm just like, I just like collabing with people because I think they have like a nice vibe. Like, I do not care about numbers at all.
Yeah,
I'm
like, I care about numbers to an extent. I care.
Oh yeah,
about,
for
like,
sure.
I care about it if I want to grow. Let me see what I can do to be a bit better
for sure.
growing. But not to the point where like I only want to collab with you because you have high numbers, and that is the only reason why I saw you. And I'm like, no. Like when when you had like popped into like my thingy for like the coffee dates, I didn't know who you were until like I decided to go to your Twitch, and I'm like, oh, hey, you got more followers than me, but like you seem cool, so like I don't really care.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same with you. I was like, oh, you seem like really nice, and a coffee date sounds like such a fun idea. Let me like hop on in.
Yeah, like the coffee dates are purely like me to like interact with like more streamers because I don't really do it that often outside of like my friend group, and my friend group is usually pretty busy with their IRL stuff. So like the coffee dates are to help me branch out to make new friends and to make sure that I can yap, because I'm not I told you before stream, I'm not a yapper. So doing the coffee dates gives me more confidence. So it's kind of helping me.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Hell yeah. When did you first get into streaming anyways?
I think I've only been streaming as a VTuber at least for a year now.
Okay.
So I think it may have been 2023, like late 2023, like sometime over the summer. I was streaming as a PNG. To a point, it was like very, very beginner. Like I was using Streamlabs.
Oh my gosh, Throwback Thursday. Good old
do
Saul.
Streamlabs, yeah. And what else? Oh god, my setup was atrocious. I did not have a computer. I did not have a computer like I had today. I had a laptop. It's not even a gaming. It's not even a gaming.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not even a gaming laptop. It's just a normal laptop.
Yep.
And streams would be questionably scuffed.
Nothing wrong with scuff. I feel like everybody starts with scuff, but it's important to start where, like, you know, you have all the stuff that you have. Like I had like a gaming laptop, just like my iPhone headphones as my like mic and my headphones, and then you just kind of build from there. But it's the whole point of just starting to do it.
Yeah, like I had 2023. I like started like a little bit, but then it was an unannounced hiatus because my grandma had recently passed that year.
Oh, I'm sorry. My condolences.
Oh, thank you. But I had to step away because like I have to process the fact that someone who I was very close to throughout most of my childhood passed away, and I was like starting a new job. There's just too much.
There was too much happening, so you had to take something off the table.
Yeah, I had to take something off the table, and that was it. So 2024 is when like I officially got back into streaming, and at least did it more than I was in 2023. I don't talk about it that often because I'm just really bad at talking about it. I used to be a part of like a program called Always Virtual Drama, or like AVD for short. And it's basically like it's kind of like a reality show, but not like there was actual drama. Because the contestants, we talk when we have the chance, and we're all like friends. So there was never any like true beef, even though it's called Always Virtual Drama. But we would do different challenges like throughout the year that have to fall into like corporate idol stuff. Oh hey, here's one of the people. Sammy, hi. Sammy had to like drop out because of like, I believe, IRL reasons. But we still from time to time talk to her. And she's like one of the like sweetest people.
Oh yeah.
It's actually one of the reasons why I have my model is because of that program, AVD. Otherwise I would have never gotten a model like anytime soon.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was paid for, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I never thought I'd actually have something that can move in relation to me anytime soon.
Hell yeah. That's what we love to hear.
I love it. And I guess the program also helped me get Twitch affiliate as well.
There you go. Listen, whatever works.
Yeah, I was actually very happy. I love my art mama because she basically got me right. And it's really hard to find people who would do like dark skin tones.
I can only imagine.
Whenever I look at models, I'm like, looks amazing, but like when I look at your portfolio, like sure they're slightly tan, but like they don't have brown skin.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I feel like a lot more artists need to kind of even like step outside of their comfort zone and like learn because it's so important.
Yeah, even my art mama, I'm the first person she's ever done dark skin tones for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then like my rig papa did pretty good on me. I'm supposed to stick my tongue out whenever I actually like do it. But I've done something to my model to where I can't, and I feel dumb.
I can't stick out my tongue either, even though I'm like supposed to as well. So it's okay. We're in the same boat together.
Yeah, because I'm like I used to, but I've done something. I've broken it, and I can't fix it.
What a mood!
Yeah.
What a mood!
I have to like fix like the toggles, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't feel like it. There's so many redeems on this one.
Yep. I'm just like, I don't know how to do this. So we're just gonna I have such a basic setup for VTube Studio that I like literally found out yesterday that you can like move your model to like one spot and then like there's a toggle you can just like move it back. I'm like, what? Never knew that.
There's so much stuff that I didn't know that could happen, and they keep adding stuff. Like
They do.
I didn't know that you could do redeems on your model until I
Yeah.
looked up a video. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know this could happen. I don't know why, but wait. I think Mix It Up didn't like actually connect to my thingy, which is so weird because someone tried to redeem me being bald and it didn't work.
Damn.
Yeah, they couldn't get bald. They couldn't get baldteria.
Can't be bald.
Yeah, can't be
SMH
bald.
my head. SMH my head, can't be bald.
Oh yeah, and I also have like one other different model that's like somewhat related to me. I don't know if I can. I should be able to switch models, maybe.
Switch models. I have too many models because I just like find models on VGen.
Oh my
like,
god!
oh, be like a silly little guy, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd love to be a silly little guy. How did you know?
This is one of the things that I have.
Oh my gosh, the little slime guy. That's so cute.
I love it so much. I don't usually have a hat on. I was playing Cult of the Lamb and someone just decided
Cult of the Lamb's so base though.
I love Cult of the Lamb. But yeah, Chad, I can just be a little big old slime.
You can just be a little slime. I got this one recently. See if this one works properly. I am a little cat. I haven't really shown this off yet, so it's like a super sneak peek. Whenever it wants to load in. Sometimes VNet always takes forever. I know, sneak peek just for you.
It's so cute.
I know, isn't it? It is a little cat.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
It has a lot of curse toggles apparently as well.
I think the only toggle I really have is like I can, if I press my spacebar, I can jump.
Oh, that's cute.
And then people can also like do redeems on the slime, like how they can with my normal model.
That's really cute. Mine like there's googly eyes.
Oh my god.
Whoa. And then let's see. There's one that it's like this, where it changes me into Among Us.
Oh my god. I don't have an Among Us soundboard thingy.
That's okay. Yeah, I just got this one recently. And I'm like, oh hell yeah, we're gonna try this out. Why not? You know?
I honestly love that so much.
It's a cute model. I can send you the artist and everything if you ever have the funds, because I feel you being broke.
My art mama is the person who made the slime model, and I was gonna be looking for like someone to rig it, but my art mama surprised me with it already rigged because she found someone for me. I'm like,
that's so cute.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, we love our VTuber parents.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, after she's done with it, I gotta find someone to do it and all that. I'm like, no, I found someone.
Aww.
They're working on it. No worry. And I'm like, oh my god,
that's so cute. What else do I have model wise? Let's see. I'm just going through my random model list.
Oh my god. Honestly, I always like do the same. Like I always like mess with the toggles on like my normal model whenever I'm like showing it off.
Well, I got this like silly one called Silly Glasses. I have a propeller hat, and I think that's pretty silly. Whenever she wants to show up.
Oh my god.
It just takes a bit. Yeah, she just has a propeller hat. And she's just a cute little guy. She's very wiggly as well.
Oh my god, I love it. It's so adorable.
Yeah. I like finding different models and being like, hey guys, this is the model. This is how much it costs. Because I think VTubing should be accessible for like everybody.
Honestly, yeah. I get it.
Instead of like gatekeepy. I feel like some people can get really gatekeepy in that community where I'm just like, I don't know about that, guys. I think we can all just find different and cute models and support each other.
I don't like how gatekeepy some people can be. I'm like,
me either.
It's not. You don't need to do all that. It's not necessary.
We don't need to do all that. Which one is this? Let's see. What's this one?
I don't really have like too many like different models besides like me, and there's like slime me, and then this normal me.
Yeah. Listen, I just have the extra funds available that I just get these funny little silly models.
I would love to get like a pixel model. Like if I ever play like any retro games, that can be the model.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like just like a full like pixel model. I have like let me see. I have like this one. Which this is like not a free to use model, but this is like a model that anybody can like kind of use, and I just like customized her to a degree. She was like, how much was she? Let me actually look on VGen. I can tell you.
Good old VGen.
Good old VGen once again.
Oh, I love that. I think I may have seen. Maybe I've seen this one. I think I have.
You probably have. It's like the type something model. I forget, but it's on VGen. No, I'll link it to you. It's one of the many few. Yeah, it's the customizable pixel model. It's called Type H3. And it's a $20 Canadian model.
And like it'll probably be like might be like maybe like $18 in US.
Probably. Because if you can imagine Canadian money, it's just expensive as always.
Yeah. Good old Canada. Making everything
good old Canada. Pretty much. Good old Canada always making stuff expensive.
I know that there's like a Minecraft customizable model that I want.
Oh, I've seen the Minecraft one. I've also seen like an animal one as well. And I'm like, oh, this would be fun to get.
I believe I've seen the Animal Crossing one, but I also don't play Animal Crossing like that.
Yeah, I don't play Animal Crossing as much as I used to, so.
Which is weird because I like playing this game called Sunhaven. It's basically Stardew Valley.
A lot of people recommend Sunhaven to me. I
highly recommend it because it's basically Stardew, but like you don't have to add mods to make it interesting.
There's another silly model that I have.
Oh my god.
It's like a little scuffed version. Oh, perfect. I still have the Mareep.
I have to I do want to like do like a little major collab like with like a bunch of people playing Sunhaven because it's a cozy game.
Hell yeah. If I ever get into Sunhaven, I will let you know.
Yes, let me know. I
also
have like I think it's close to 200 hours on it, maybe.
Wow. Literally me with Stardew. How many hours do I have in Stardew, I wonder?
I don't have as many hours on Stardew. I think the one thing that annoys me about Stardew is the stamina.
Yeah, that's why I play with a lot of mods usually.
Yeah, like that's the one thing that annoys me. Like the game looks fun, but the stamina pisses me off because I just break 3 blocks and then I pass out. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I'm gonna immediately add a no stamina disappears mod. Wow, that's fantastic. You have like 500 hours in Stardew.
Oh my god, that's me with Sunhaven. It's not 5 hours yet, but
yeah,
it probably
it's getting there.
Yeah, it'll get there eventually. I think the one game that I have like the most hours on is, I think it's a battle between Sims 4 and VR Chat.
Yeah, I have a lot of time in Sims 4 as well.
I
So I
think
feel you.
most of my time is just me not wanting to lose progress on like customizing characters, since they won't let
Yeah.
you save. So I just leave it open until I can like finish saving, finish customizing.
Yep.
So I think that's where like the 300 hours came from. It's just me not closing the game.
Yep.
And then like VR chat, I just like hanging out with my friends, but I haven't been on as much recently. I've just been busy, and it gives me a headache having the headset on for long periods of time.
Oh, I can only imagine the whole like headset process and everything.
I have a Quest 2 because I wanted to try it out. Because I didn't want to like waste money on like a super expensive headset. Then I literally can't use it because I get motion sick.
That is so fair.
Yeah, so that's why I had gotten like a Quest 2. Now I do want to upgrade because I at least like playing VR chat. And I do want to play more VR games and actually stream it because I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. I feel like there's an audience for that for sure.
Yeah. Chat was probably definitely gonna be like laughing at me when I can't figure out this one thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, chat, how do you do this? I'm an old person in a middle-aged person's body.
Yep. What a mood.
I swear one time I did try to do a VR chat stream. I couldn't figure out how to turn my camera around, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you just basically just kind of like learn as you go with like anything.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I quickly run to the bathroom, by the way?
Oh yeah, go ahead. You could have
perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly I'll unload my model, quickly run to the bathroom. I will be right back.
It's okay.
Excuse myself to the little girl's room.
So how's everyone doing, chat? I can't, for some reason, Cosmic, I saw you tried to use like the ball thingy, but like it didn't work for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why it didn't work. I don't even know if I can redeem it, actually. Like, I don't have it turned off or anything. Here, I'm gonna close, mix it up, and then reopen it. Because me being in a collab shouldn't break it. Because I know that the thing does it. Because daily copy's working, it's just not the model redeems, which is weird. I haven't touched mix it up. Mix it up should be allowed. Okay.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Quickly ran. Whew. Back is better than ever. Thank goodness your cafe also has a bathroom.
Yeah. There we go. Redeems work now, so now you can make me bald if you want.
Yay! Now you can be bald. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's like the one thing my chat loves doing to me, making me bald and then putting googly eyes on me.
That's perfect, honestly.
Those are like, out of all of my many redeems, those are the two that get used the most.
Hey, whatever works, you know?
You know it, yeah. Oh wait, what redeems? Do you have any redeems on your model that like your chat loves using?
No, I don't have any like redeems on my model because TBH, you mentioning that you can do redeems on the model, I'm like, oh, you can? Oh, interesting. Yeah, nothing like redeem worthy. Like obviously like have some different like facial expressions. So like the high,
Mm.
like the crying, blushing, putting the Mareep down, but you know, I can never do that.
Mm.
My sad face.
It depends. My like board thingy is like not working for some reason. I don't know why. My
That's
Steam,
okay.
my Stream Deck.
Dude, shout out to Stream Deck sometimes, just like not wanting to work.
Oh yeah, major shout out because I'm supposed to be able to at least do like some of the stuff that I have like controlled on here, but then it's like, nah, you're not allowed to do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this is like a
illegal.
blushing one. I think that's like everything. And I have a little like toggle where it's like my Mareep gets a little Game Boy and I get like a little Nintendo Switch thing if I'm playing on
Oh
the
my
Switch.
god, that's adorable.
Yeah, everybody likes that. And then I have it set up with like TTS Pog where the Mareep can talk as well too.
Oh,
That's like about it. And then obviously I have like a summer outfit which I just got recently.
Oh, there they go.
There goes your hair. Yeah, this is like the summer outfit.
Oh, I saw that. When you like first like introduced it, I couldn't lurk for too long because I had to get ready for work. But I really like that outfit.
Thank you. I like it too. I like it as
I
well.
would
It's
love
very
to get
summery.
like a summer. I know. Oh, I love it. I would love to get a summer outfit, but I don't think I would have time for that at the moment. So maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. Listen, nothing has to be fully planned out when you do like anything with VTubing.
Like
nothing has to be set in stone.
Like I only have like a few like summer stuff because like I'm doing a charity stream next week, I believe.
Nice.
Is it next week? Yeah, Gamers Outreach.
Like
yeah,
the VTuber SummerSlam. Hell yeah!
I know we're playing modded repo, and we're having crowd control on, so that's gonna be chaos.
Oh, good luck.
I did it one time with like for my birthday stream. I did like a 12-hour stream for like for an early birthday event. It was honestly like really fun. The mods that I asked my friend to like, I only asked my friend to like do 2 mods, and then anything else I was just out of the loop for. So because I wanted to be a surprise. Yeah. So like one thing I asked her for was the Goku mod for Repo.
Yep.
And
base.
Yeah, and the Freddy one.
Hell yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah. Like those I actually like, please include those 2, and then everything else you can just go nuts.
Yep. Go nuts, go crazy.
Yeah. I swear the Freddy one, that one's crazy because like as soon as you if you're in like the vicinity of like the Freddy thing, it'll make you keep looking at it so it can like murder you. And I'm like, oh god, my god.
Absolutely not.
I had that happen to me. Like it kept making me turn to it, and I somehow survived. I didn't die. And I'm like, yeah, I got so lucky.
I think they also have like a repo map as well too. That's like FNAF related as well. And they also have like some Minecraft ones too, which are like really well done.
Yeah, it's like a stronghold, and like the lava actually like does make it actually works like lava, and which is actually really cool. I've never seen the FNAF map, but anyone I've been watching just hasn't done it. So
yeah, it's just the pizza parlor.
Oh,
that's it, really.
I don't think I've seen it. I could be wrong, but I think everyone's like this, like in the rave for like, at least all the people I've been watching have just been playing Mario Kart World.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of like moving on from Repo and going on to the next collab game, but that happens like all the time.
Yeah. be like playing Repo because I find it more funny than scary, which is why I like playing it a lot.
Same. It's like it's a lot funnier than like Lethal Company. Lethal Company is so scary sometimes.
I remember I was playing with like a new group of people, and one of the mods they had was so creepy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, I forget what the monster was called, but while we were like exploring like the underground bunker map, it came out of nowhere, murdered the person who I was following, then slowly turned towards me.
Yeah.
Like a creepy horror movie type scene, and then ran straight towards me. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I hated it. I hated it so much.
Absolutely not. No, thank you.
But I do like I do like the customizable like suits because those are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, what else can we talk about? What about TV shows? Do you watch any TV shows? Or is there like a favorite content creator that you like watching? It doesn't have to be YouTubing.
Oh, do we want to talk about our Oshis? Do you have any Oshis?
Iron Mouse, I feel like she's everyone's Oshi, to be honest with you.
I feel like Iron Mouse pretty much is everybody's Oshi because she's like she's the standard. Yeah. I feel she's the standard. Also, I'll change back. I feel like she's the standard for like anybody. Do you have any other favorites as well? Or is it just Iron Mouse?
There's someone named Kenji. I like him.
Oh yes, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He has like that scuffed model that like it's kind of like 3D almost in a way.
It is 3D, I believe.
Oh, okay. I thought it was, but I was like, I could be wrong.
I believe it is 3D because like he has like hand tracking on it. I'm like,
oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and I don't think 2D models have that, at least not to that extent.
No, not like hand tracking to that extent. I feel like it's mostly 3D models that have like the hand tracking and everything.
Okay, yeah, like he has like a really like scuffed one that like has like hand tracking. I think he has a 3D model that he recently got. And I don't know if you know like the one scene from like South Park where like they have like the big guy just sitting at the computer just staring.
Yes, I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
He has a model that looks like that.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
People were like mad about it, but I'm like, I see exactly where he's coming from with this. Yeah. And I just feel like people just don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, I get that. It's like, it's not poking fun or anything like that. It's just based off of that silly little like meme or anything, and it's not like he's being harmful or anything towards it.
Yeah, and I think he was like, I think he has a toggle where he can put like a fedora on it. It's like a Twitch Discord.
Stop! That's hilarious. That's great. Going back to like favorite TV shows, I don't really watch a lot of TV because I don't have cable at my house. I mostly just watch like YouTube and everything.
And the exact same way.
Yeah, TBH, I mostly just watch a lot of Twitch because obviously, like I mentioned, my full-time job is like a Twitch moderator and community management. So I'm just usually watching my boss's streams because that's what I'm paid to do. So nine times out of 10, I'm watching my boss's streams. I'm watching Ray and his content.
Yeah, I think like for me, I'm mostly just watching my friends when I'm on Twitch, or like I'm checking out the people who I'm collabing with, so that I can like I guess I'm like vibe checking them in a way.
No, you need to vibe check people sometimes.
Yeah, because like
you never know.
Yeah, I have planned like a Mario Kart thing. Like last Friday, and someone had like personally DM'd me from like a Mario Kart server saying like, hey, one of the people who said that they were gonna join is kind of toxic when they play Mario Kart. I'm like, what?
Oh. Uh-oh.
And I'm like, oh, I'll be on the lookout because I don't need anyone being toxic over Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It's Mario Kart. It pisses everyone off.
Exactly. Like, it can be like a playful like thing where it's like, oh, I'm mad about X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, it's like it's just a video game.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah, like well, I guess if you're a Twitch affiliate, I guess you're technically kind of getting paid to play it.
Yeah.
But like, nah.
But it's still just a video game. You gotta walk away from it being like, oh yeah, I was silly, you know, being like eccentric and stuff like that for like content, but I'm not like actually mad at you.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
I can never be truly mad at someone. Like, Mario Kart just pissed me off, but like, I've also just don't play it enough to really be like a pro at it.
Yeah. I remember I played Overcooked too. I feel like that game is just like in general like the worst game to play because you do get like actually mad sometimes. Because I got absolutely mad at it a few times when I was playing with friends, and I was just like, I gotta like walk away from this because this game is just like, oh my gosh.
I played Overwatch. Not Overwatch. I mean, too, with some friends, and I wasn't getting mad. At least not me. I was just playing the game. I was just trying to help, but my other two friends, they were getting pissed. Like, I couldn't. Like, guys, we can just replay the level. We just have to get like, I think we just have to get like 1 or 2 stars, and then we can move on to the next.
Yep. They were just like, no, we need to lock in. Can't do like a 3-star thing. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I couldn't. We haven't played it since, but I do want to play it because like I want to at least play it a little bit more than just one stream.
Yeah. We the people who I played it with my boss Ray. I played it with Freem, and I played it with our friend Roxo as well. And it was basically my first time meeting Freem. Like, I had like obviously like spoken with Freem and stuff like that, but this was like the first collab with Freem, and I felt so bad because I got angry a few times because I was just like so annoyed about stuff. And I'm like, I hope Freem knows that I'm not like super mad at them or anything, but I'm just like, oh my god, this stuff, I can't believe.
I can't. I think the only time I've ever gotten truly mad at a game was, you know, that brings out the worst in me.
Yep.
It also doesn't help that like Ubisoft doesn't update it, so you can like actually collab easier.
No. No. It can never be easy getting some stuff like set up.
Yeah, and it always like annoys me about that. Oh my god, the thing that I hate about it is like the 7-0 cards.
Yeah.
I hate it so much because I could literally win. But as soon as someone sees like my one card, they have to pull a 7 and then snatch it. And I'm like, fuck.
Yep. You're like, well, then.
What else? Yeah, I think party animals pisses me off to an extent. I'm not good at that game. I never was, but like when one person who like plays it religiously just grabs me right off the bat and then throws me off the map first chance they get, I'm slowly writing a list of how I can get away with murder.
Yep. It's especially frustrating if it's like your first time playing a game and like somebody else is like, I don't know, like 10th time playing the game and they don't really teach you how to play. Yeah. And it's like, well, this is gonna get frustrating.
Yeah, because I'm like, can I learn, please?
Exactly. Like we can't spend time.
Yeah. And then like you could like switch to keys. Like it's kind of like somewhat annoying trying to get used to the keys because like it's always so different. What's the don't I think besides Marvel Rivals, that's like the
Mm-hmm.
only other few games that piss me off.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals, I can only imagine, gets a little bit angry sometimes. I mean, I've gotten like mad at like some games like Stardew Valley, for example.
Mm.
Just like stuff like that where it's just like I don't get like the best RNG for something, or I don't unlock something and I'm just like,
Mm.
this is frustrating. But nothing like
Yeah.
rage quit material
I've
or
never
anything like
rage
that.
quit on any of the games that I've played. Even Rivals, I've never rage quit on it. I do
Yeah.
just get very frustrated because like I can't really
Mhm.
communicate with the people I'm playing online with unless they're in like a Discord.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not turning on voice chat because I don't know what's up with people, but they feel like it's because they're hot behind the screen, they can just say whatever. And I'm like, oh.
Mhm.
Like it's like really
Some people really
toxic.
do.
Yeah.
I was like when I played like Dead by Daylight, and this was like before I feel like the Dead by Daylight community has definitely like tanked because there's a lot like more cheaters and stuff like that. But even beforehand, I would have like, TTV in my name because I'm like, oh yeah, this is a smart idea to include my like Twitch name in Dead by Daylight. But you would have people who would come in and being like, oh, I was your killer, or I was like the other survivor, and they would just like shit talk you for like no reason, and it's like,
Sweet Jesus.
I think we're good.
Even in Rivals, like my name is like the same as it is on Twitch, like Tyria TTV.
Yeah.
And people will look me up and like talk in chat, but they've, at least the ones that I have encountered, they've never shit talk me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'm lucky. Like, I guess I haven't gotten people who are like super toxic. They'll just come in the chat randomly and just start like talking.
And start bad mouthing for no reason.
Yeah, for like literal no reason. Like, I know we lost, and what else are we gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I tried my best. There's not much I can do. I don't play the game religiously enough to like really be truly mad at it. And I don't even play ranked either. I only play quick play.
Yep.
Because I feel like if I start playing ranked, I'm actually gonna get pissed. Someone bad mouthing me for like a mistake or something.
Yeah, some people just get mad, I feel like, for no reason on some of the games. But then again, people just get mad about like a whole bunch of things, and it's like, oh, okay, why not?
Yeah, I hate it. Like, in all honesty,
it's just silly. Yeah, doing the vibe check thing. Going back to that, I've had an instance where I didn't vibe check somebody, and this was like the first mistake. This is like one of the times that I was like, okay, I'm gonna be brave, collab with people who I haven't like met before and stuff like that. And so I was like, getting ready for like the stream because we were playing like Lethal Company and stuff. And the person like went live beforehand. And this was like my first red flag where I was like, oh, I probably should not have done this collab. Was that I guess they went live beforehand and somebody came into their chat and they were just like having a conversation with that person being like, oh, it's okay if you're like under 18. Just don't say your age, and like that's totally fine. You can hang out. And I was like, what the fuck did I just witness?
Oh no.
Because they were an 18 plus community. And I'm like, what? We're just letting this 17-year-old hang out here and you're just okay with that? What?
Oh no. It's like locals all over again.
I was like, that was a red flag for me. It was a very red flag. So I just like, hung out the best that I could in the collab, and I was like, I don't think I can collab with this person again if they're just allowing that.
Completely understandable. I don't know why I've been doing it recently, but like when I want to like watch YouTube, I've just been learning about like the worst people that they're like on the internet.
Yeah, I'll sometimes get those types of videos too where it's like, learn about this horrible person. I'm like, I guess I'm spending the next 2 hours listening in about this person. I'm just like, okay.
You're like, what's their story? Why do people hate this person so much? And then I hear about all the horrible things that they've been doing, like doxing
Yep.
people,
Yep.
stalking,
Yep.
letting people who are under the age of 18 like chat and talk, sometimes
Yep.
dating, and I'm like,
Yep.
oh, this is great. I'm like, oh my god, how have they not been caught? This probably because it's on the internet, and like people don't care if it's on the internet, and I'm like, that's so
Yeah.
dumb.
I feel like with like stuff on the internet, because obviously we don't know any of these people behind closed doors. I think they get like this image of this person and they're just like, yeah, this is what this person is like all the time. No issues whatsoever. But then, you know, a Google Doc comes out about them and it's just like, this is how this person is actually behind the scenes. And it's like, uh-oh, well, this is why you should not idolize creators at the end of the day. Because we don't know what's happening behind the scenes, of course.
And it's like also the same with like communities as well. Like there'll be like really popular people from like communities, but then like you see what they do behind closed doors. I'm like, oh my god. It's like it's like the furry community. I'm not interested in it, but I'm not gonna like outwardly hate it.
Yeah.
But there are this the small like 1% of the group who are like giving it a bad rep because of how weird they are.
That even like goes back to like K-pop and like the very extreme like fans as well too, and like the stalker fans as well. It's the 1% that just like gives them a bad name because of how they just act, and of course that's what everybody sees is just like the bad behavior, and they keep focusing on the bad behavior, and it's like, yeah, but like not everybody is like that, but it is kind of ruining this for everybody to like stop it and enjoy this if some people are going to act like this.
Yeah, and then people in said community also don't like this person because like we don't agree with like their beliefs when it comes to that certain stuff. But then like people just categorize it because it just feels like they're just the standard, because like you can't really kick them out of the community. Not truly, because they'll find a way to like come back in just like under a different name or like under the radar.
Yep. And it's like, I couldn't do that. If I'm just like, if I'm just kicked out of a community or I'm removed from a community, you just gotta take the L and you just gotta move on. It's okay. There's more people out there that you can just like, you know, follow and watch.
Yeah, which is why I don't really interact with like too many communities. Because people take it to the extreme.
People do. They do. I keep close with the communities that I have, like my own community and like my boss's community and like a few other friends' communities as well, because obviously like people, you know, like they're also in that community too. But I try to just like try my best to keep to myself and keep my own business my business.
Yeah, like fandoms, like you know what My Hero Academia is?
Yes,
like the
I
anime.
do.
Like I like the show. The plot is really good, but the fandom is terrible.
Yep.
Like I'm not gonna spoil the ending in case anyone like hasn't watched it yet, but like I swear like it pissed everyone off when like a fan made ship wasn't canon, when I'm like, I don't know what they expected. Like it was never gonna happen because it's already written how it's gonna like turn out, because the creator has already planned that out.
Exactly. It's like if it doesn't happen, that's okay. That's what fanfic is for. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah. Like quite literally, that's what fanfiction for. I'm like, it's okay. Just read a fanfic. Go on AO3. Go on Wattpad. You can live out your own fantasy right there. Yeah.
Exactly. Just write your own if need be.
Yeah, like I for one love like Red Dead Redemption, and I ship a few of the characters on there, But like I know that like actuality, they're not gonna really get they're not gonna be in a relationship like actually in the game, and I get that. I don't let it go to my head and like they have to do this. They
you don't
have
let it
to do
affect
this.
you.
Yeah.
It's totally healthy having like, you know, ships and stuff like that. But it's when you take it like super overboard, I feel. Especially when people like ship real life people together. That's where I'm like,
I draw the line when it comes to real life people.
yeah. Like when I was in high school, like because like obviously like YouTube was like starting to be like a really big thing and stuff like that. And you know, people would ship like YouTubers with each other. And I'm not gonna lie, obviously, I did indulge in that, but I would never go up to them and be like, oh, why aren't you with a X person? Where it's like, no, this is like an actual like person. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you should dump your girlfriend and actually be with so and so type of thing.
Oh yeah, it was like it's like the Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. Like
yeah, that's who I was thinking of too.
That's like the most infamous one.
Yeah,
and I'm like, they literally had to tell people, please stop harassing
literally
our partners. We are already in relationships and we are not getting together. I'm like,
yeah, they're not getting together.
Yeah, like I know they joke about it, but like that's as far as it goes. But like that's what everyone does whenever they're close to someone. They joke.
Exactly. They joke about it. But it's like a boundary. Let's like not cross that boundary and be like, oh, let's turn my ship into like a real life thing. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Same thing with like K-pop as well.
Yeah.
When they're shipping like the other team members, I'm like,
yeah. Again, it's fine if you know you healthily ship them and you're like, oh yeah, I will admire them from afar, but please do not go up to them and being like, oh, so is your boyfriend and everything, because that's just like, I'm not sure about that, guys.
Yeah, I'm like, I get why like some of the K-pop
idols
are like close. They like practically grew up because they all
pretty much
went to, like they all like trained together as trainees.
Yeah.
So I get why they're all like they like doing physical contact and like holding hands and stuff. Like that makes perfect sense.
Exactly, because they're family to each other.
Yeah, they're family. But like I would never take it to the extreme. Like you guys should start dating.
Yeah, no.
It's cute.
It's also, this is going to like K-pop as well too. It's wild to me that they can't have relationships and the relationships have to be like on such like a down low type of a thing, where they have to be just like emotionally available for their fans, and it's like that's I'd be fine if like any of my idols date. It's all good.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. I mean, like I think that they're like beautiful people and that they're attractive, but outside of that, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not really gonna be mad if they date someone. Now, unless the person that they're dating is a shitty person, then I think
then obviously that's totally fine.
Like, no, honey, you're doing the wrong thing. Please step away from
let's not date this person. This person seems like really bad.
Yeah. Like, I think, oh my god, in scandals where like a female idol would like be talking to like a male one and they're like berating the female. I'm like,
yeah,
they're just talking.
Yeah, they're just talking. Some fans just like speculate so much stuff and it's just like, oh, this happened, they must be dating, and it's like, guys and gals can be friends. I promise you, it's okay. They can be friends.
I swear that like people have like the meta that like girls and guys can't be friends. They have to do, if they get along with each other, they have to be dating. And I'm like,
yep, they have to be dating.
Oh,
and it's like, what? No.
Yeah. Like I think I have like in the VTuber community, I have a good amount of like male friends, and none of them are like going to be like coming out to me flirting wanting to date me. Like,
yeah,
it's how it is. If we're just friends.
We're just friends. That's it.
Yeah.
If anything comes from it, it's not anybody's business except your own business.
Like, I have like this one friend. Me and him will make a bunch of like dirty jokes, but like people always speculate that we're dating. I'm like, no, I don't even know what this man looks like.
Yeah, it's like, no, this isn't the case. Friends can make jokes like that to each other, and it's like, it's a very normal thing. And it does not mean that we are dating at all. It's like, come on, guys. Yeah, I'm happy I came into the VTubing space and like the streaming space. Like, I've been with my partner for like 11 years. Yeah, it's 11 years.
Well,
so
congratulations.
Thank you. I'm happy that I already came into like this community and stuff like already like with somebody, so I don't have to deal with that type of stuff, because I bet it's so frustrating sometimes as like a female VTuber on this platform, just like dealing with people just like continuously like, asking you out, or like wanting to date you and stuff like that, admitting that they have a crush on you, and it's just like, I don't think any of you know me. At the end of the day,
I'm lucky enough to not have dealt with that at least at the moment. Maybe
tap
it's
wood,
because,
tap wood.
Yeah, actually tapping wood. I'm lucky that none of the male VTubers that I've interacted with have never done that. Females haven't either. And I feel kind of lucky that like they'll just want to know me as a friend and not just trying to get a date.
Yeah, that's what we like. That's what we like to hear.
I'm trying not to eat with my mouth full.
You're doing fine. I can't hear anything, so you're good.
What's another? Let's just talk about our pet peeves about the VTuber community or just communities in general.
I could talk about that for hours, I feel.
Oh my god, me too.
Once again, I love the VTubing space so much. I've met so many wonderful content creators and stuff. But I feel like for VTubing and even just the streaming space in general, you do have to just like shake people's heads sometimes and be like, I don't think their frontal lobe has really developed. Because how are we thinking like this? Like, what do we mean? Because there's always...
Oh, I'm sorry. I always also feel like maybe they just haven't had much social interaction outside of the internet as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not exactly healthy.
No, I don't think it is really healthy. I feel like for some VTubers, especially ones who get like really popular very quickly, it's like they're coming out of high school. They've like maybe done university, or maybe they're like not really into university and stuff, but they really like haven't had like a life like big lesson or anything like that. And then they get very popular very, very quick. And then they just like don't know how to like handle the popularity that quickly sometimes. And so then it just gets into like them, like backstabbing their friends and stuff like that, using people for like clout and everything. And it's like, ooh, I think we need to take a step back, my friend, and realize there's more to VTubing than just like numbers and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, and I'm like, just because you grow quickly doesn't mean you can like berate people for like not growing as quickly as you have. Like,
exactly.
Everyone is literally different.
Everybody is literally different. Everybody grows at like different paces as well too. Everybody has their own opportunities that they get that others might not get. And it's important to like recognize that. Like for me personally, I know because my boss, Ray, he's a very prominent like Twitch streamer. And he has like 600k like followers. 2,000 people will show up to his stream and stuff like that. And so, you know, being the community manager, I am like the face of the community and stuff
Mm.
like that. I know that I've had like gain from that because, you know, people will know me through him and they're like, oh, I will start watching her content and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I still also put like all the hard work and effort into my content as well too, to like make it grow and stuff like that. But I'm also very quick to recognize that I did have benefits for growing as not as fast as I did, but growing at like a very steady pace, essentially.
I feel like I am somewhat the same. Like I don't have friends who like have like thousands of people like watching them like you do with Ray. But I will say that like since I've interacted with said like streamer friend, sometimes their community comes to my streams because they know that I vibe with the person that they normally watch, so they sometimes come to mine.
Exactly.
But I still have my own community. It may be smaller, but I still have my own community that comes by and watches me on the regular.
You have your own space and your own vibes, and you're working on your own content as well too. And there's no fault in like getting gain from other people, and this goes back to the whole like number thing as well too. Numbers don't matter to like a degree. Like obviously they're pretty good if you think about it in like the stance that everybody thinks it as, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, X amount of followers means like you're a good streamer and stuff like that. And you know, if I collab with this streamer who has more followers than I do, I'm gonna get, you know, a boost and stuff like that. But you shouldn't always think like that though, you know?
Yeah, like the only time I'm looking at numbers is like how to grow. Like, hey, this said game got a lot of views, so I might play this a bit more and see what else my community likes. Like, that's how I see looking at numbers.
But some people just like very much obsess about numbers, and it's like, I don't think that's very healthy for you guys to do.
I can't obsess over it because at the end of the day, this isn't my main job.
Yeah. I think for some people who this is like their main job, I totally get it. For me as well, this isn't like my main job, so I don't have to worry about it as much. Of course, I look at my stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe, you know, this stream could have been a bit better and stuff like that, but it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, like you're always gonna have like that one stream that doesn't do as great as your other ones. I mean, that's just normal.
Numbers fluctuate like all the time. And it's just like oh well.
Yeah, like I think like last month I had like at least a average viewer count of like 5, but then it kind of then it kind of like lowered a bit back down to 3, and I'm like, I mean, it's only been like a month. It'll probably go back up once I start doing regular stuff now, since I have a set schedule.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people sleep on the set schedule, honestly. They're like, oh, I'll just stream whenever. It's like, yes, that's good, and sometimes that's just what you need for like your mental health and whatnot. But if you are going to try to make streaming a job, you do kind of need to figure out a set schedule so people will show up to your streams essentially, and they'll know when to show up.
Yeah, which is why I like my current job, because it is a set schedule. I have the same days off. I have the same days that I work at the same times. So there's not much I really have to do. Like, after this stream ends, I gotta get ready for work. But like that's why I did like the morning, like this chill, just chatting, because I don't want to do anything like crazy. Like I'm waking up early. I don't feel like playing. I don't feel like playing something high intense.
No.
Like I'm fine. Like that. Yeah, I'm fine with this chilling and chatting. And I can just leave like the high intense stuff for like either late night or just on my days off.
Or your days off and stuff like that. For sure. Yeah, for me, I always stream in the morning because my boss usually streams in like the afternoon, evening. So I'm just like, all right, nice like morning stream. People will know
Mm.
exactly when I'm live and stuff like that.
I'm trying not to change like the day that I stream. Not at the time that I stream too much. I just try to correlate it with like when I'm actually gonna get up and be productive.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I have those days when I'm like, I really don't want to get out of bed.
Sometimes you just gotta push through it. Not all the time though, but just sometimes.
Oh my god, that reminds me. I didn't stream. It was Saturday. With like the recent stuff that's happening in America with like Trump and like politics.
Yeah.
There has been like a lot of protest. Especially in my city. Yep. And like one day when I was getting on like the train, I don't have a car, so I take the train to work and the bus. I swear, like I'm not an extremely social person. So when I got on the train, it was filled with people. I'm like, okay, hopefully it's not this bad. Hopefully it's fine. I can stand. But then, oh my god, as soon as like it was protesters. Everyone was protesting, or at least going to the location to protest. And the closer we got to the destination, the more people started piling in this small ass train car.
Oh no!
And I was internally screaming because I'm not claustrophobic, but I start to get claustrophobic when there are large amounts of people that's around me and I have nowhere to move or breathe.
Oh no, that's like me for sure.
Oh yeah. So I was slowly but surely having a panic attack.
Yep, you're just like, there's too much happening.
Yeah, there's too much happening. Too many people touch me. I don't know this stranger. Why are they near me?
Yep, there's just way too much happening, guys.
Yeah,
I get like that too.
Like usually I'm in a chill mood when I'm like on my way to work, but that day I was not. It's not.
You were like, nope.
No, I was short tempered, but like I'm already. I can't. It's not like I can leave, go back to work and call out. I'm already. It would be too late by then, so I'm like, I just
exactly.
Through it. Like
you're just like, we'll get through this.
Yeah. But luckily, the train wasn't like jam packed like yesterday, so I got to work smoothly without too many problems.
That's good.
Besides people asking dumb questions, but that's pretty normal at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure. You're just like, oh, what dumb question are we gonna ask today at the airport?
Yeah, like someone asked me, can they bring the water bottle that they bought inside the plane? I'm like, yes.
Yep.
Yes, you can in fact bring the water bottle that you paid for inside of security, inside the plane.
Yep. If it's outside of security, no.
Yes.
Empty.
Which is why they check your bags before you enter.
Yep. If you buy something past security, it's fine.
Yeah, like the only thing I would say, like, it may be iffy is alcohol. But at that point, I would probably just read the guidelines and regulations.
Yeah, I feel like people don't read the guidelines and regulations.
I feel like people just don't read in general when they're in
that too. That too. I have so many people who will ask like just like very easy questions that they could get answered if they just like read the title or read like the pinned message, but they just don't. They're just like, oh, what's happening here? And it's like the game's in the title. The game, it's there if you just open your eyes a little bit. But of course, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be nice and be like, oh, you know, he's playing this game, or this is the question that you need. Because I'm just like, I'll be nice and answer this.
That's the like same with me whenever I'm like I go into work and like we're out of stock of like the one thing, and then they catch an attitude with me saying, well, what do you have? And I'm like, not the one thing I just told you about. I didn't say we're out of anything else.
We're not like out of everything. It's just the one thing we're out of.
Yeah, it's just the one thing that I specifically told you.
Yep.
I swear, I hate it so much, but
Yep.
The job doesn't stress me out. At least not how my past jobs have.
What a mood. My job is not as stressful as like some of my past jobs as well. There's some moments where I'm like, oh man, this is like a stressful situation that I kind of like have to deal with, but it's nothing as bad as like, because my previous jobs, I used to be a teacher.
Oh gosh.
And so, yeah. So, you know, that job's pretty stressful sometimes, if you can imagine, having to take care of like, you know, 20 plus tiny children, make sure that they're all like listening and behaving.
What grade did you teach?
I taught like a whole bunch of different grades. So like from kindergarten up until like grade 8.
Oh,
and then I did some like, then I did some preschools as well, and like taking care of toddlers too. So it was like this cluster of like a mess.
Oh God.
Yeah. Some good, some bad, but you know,
like
we move on.
Like I don't hate kids. I tolerate them. Like I know I joke about like not wanting kids, but like I don't outwardly hate them. As long as they're well behaved, I have no problem with them. Yeah. But I swear some kids, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, did some of them parents, or did like your parents teach you any? Like at all?
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. I'm just like, I think some people, they cannot parent well sometimes, and they think like their child will do no wrong. And I get so many of those parents where it's like, hey, your kid bit somebody. Little Timmy would never bit anybody. And it's like, okay, that's great. They did though. So we need to figure out how to avoid that in the future.
Yeah, because your kid just can't be acting up, and then you say they're an angel, and then they just continue to act up because you don't discipline them.
Exactly. It's like teachers aren't like the bad guy. They are trying to help you, but you need to work with them in order for your child to succeed, basically.
Yeah, and I'm like, why? What is with us not disciplining the kids? Like, we're not saying like give them a whooping, just teach them right from wrong.
Yeah, just teach them right from wrong, and be respectable as well. Some kids are definitely not super respectable these days.
Yeah, because I swear, some people will like, they'll discipline them, but like, it's in a way to like, you don't have to go that far.
This is how you're gonna lose contact with your children in the future when they grow up.
Yeah. I like when I said discipline, I did not mean like berate them. Just tell them, like, hey, please don't do this.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's not do this.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't need to like beat them down, basically, with like words. Because the kids remember, they will remember. Now you think they might not, but they will. Don't worry.
I know.
They always do.
But I don't. I always get like iffy when it like comes to children. When like older women ask me like, when are you gonna have kids? I'm like, not now.
I get that. Yeah, I get that question so much, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe I will have kids. Maybe I won't have kids. At the end of the day, though, it's not really your concern. It's the concern between me and my partner, and that's it.
Yeah, and I don't even have like a partner. People always so surprised about it, but I'm like, there's too much going on for me to like handle a relationship at this very moment. Like maybe when things dial down, I'm gonna have more time. Maybe.
Yeah.
But at the moment, no.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like so many people like pressure people in a way. It's like, oh, you need to fit into like the societal norm of like, you need to have a partner, you need to have kids and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't need to do any of that, actually. I can be happy with however direction I want to go through.
Like I've been an adult for a few years now, and like me not having not having a child or a partner has not really made my situation any different.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I would still be the exact same where I am if I had, a partner or a kid or anything like that.
And plus, I wouldn't want to bring a child into the world where I can't financially afford to take care of them. Because I'm not sure if you live in America, but like America's too expensive to be taking care of a child by yourself.
Yeah. I live in Canada, so don't worry. I do know a bunch of stuff that is happening in America. I'm just looking over there like I feel real bad for all my friends.
Like I honestly, when I heard about Trump coming into office, I'm like, oh my god, if I had the money, I would move to another country.
I feel so bad for so many people that I'm just like, guys, I'm so sorry that this is happening to you guys in your country. I wish I could do anything.
I hate it so much.
I bet.
I wouldn't really. I don't have the money to like be moving to another country. Plus, I wouldn't want to leave my family.
Yeah.
Because, like all of my family live here in America, not anywhere else, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they are, they're like a distant family member that I've only met like once or twice. But I think, if I don't know, if I were to move somewhere, one of my first choices, at least when I was younger, was Japan. But like, I'm not saying that's bad. It's just that I would have to learn a whole new, very difficult language.
Yes, you would have to learn a whole like new language unless you like stayed in like a major city that's like like kind of like a touristy area that majority of people probably know like a little bit of English, so you could get by. But if you were thinking like to move like to the outskirts or anything, it's like I don't think anybody is really speaking English out there.
Yeah, and it's a very closed community because they really rely on like everyone working together.
Yep.
And like if you're not, at least from what I have heard, this could not be true for like every other place, but from what I have at least heard, they don't really take well from people who are not from Japan. At least people who live in the outskirts. I think unless you're married to a person who is native to Japan, they don't always take it well. They won't want to interact with you.
Yeah. There's definitely some deep-rooted stuff that probably still like lingers around. I feel like it's probably gotten a lot more progressive, but I feel like that's at a good chunk of places.
Yeah. I think one place I would love to like move to is like Japan. Not Japan. I guess literally just said that. Ireland. I would like to move there.
Yeah, I'd probably move to somewhere in Europe as well, because I don't know, Europe's just like really pretty, and there's so many different like cultures and places that you can like live in, and also that are like easily accessible. Because my gosh, living in Canada is just like, all right, guys, let's fucking take a $500 flight if I want to go to another province, and it's like Well, in like Europe, it's like, oh, let me just spend like less than $100 and I'll go to Spain for the weekend. I'm like, I wish that was me.
Yeah. Plus, I heard like a program that Ireland is doing. If you want to move to the country and have residency, they have like somewhat they're basically abandoned houses that they're like renovating that you can like move into for like a very low price.
Yeah.
So like I honestly would love to look into that, or if I have to do repairs myself, I would want to look into how much that would cost before like actually moving.
Yeah.
But at least it is an English-speaking country. They just have extremely thick. They just have extremely thick accents that I'm gonna have to get used to.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, like there's Irish as well. That like I'm sure you might have to learn a little bit, but they are like a primarily like English-speaking country.
I thought about moving to England, but like I feel like there's a lot of stuff happening there as well that I really don't want to get into.
Yeah. I feel like wherever you're gonna end up going, there's probably gonna be like something there, but it just like depends on like the level of like degree and severity. I feel like at the end of the day.
Plus, I think at least in Europe, I think they have at least free healthcare.
Majority of the places, yes.
Yeah, and I wish that was America. Can't have free healthcare. Like,
Yeah.
if you want like your own individual plan of healthcare, you're basically expect to pay at least over $300 a month for having normal healthcare.
Yeah, which is a real shame.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the only way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I had to clear my throat, but.
Oh, you're fine.
But unless you work under like a corporate company, like a chain, like McDonald's or like Wendy's, stuff like that, that's like the only way you can get like affordable healthcare. But then you have to work for that company until like you retire or something.
Yep. When it's like, I feel like it should just be like a universal right down there. I know, controversial. I feel like everybody should have universal free healthcare. Very controversial stance.
Yeah, because like if you don't have healthcare, like bills for hospitals and like doctor appointments skyrocket because you don't have insurance.
And it's not your fault that, you know, you get sick or something like that happens. And then like what happens when like you pass away? Your family then has to like deal with that stuff. It's like, what?
Oh my god, yeah, I hate it. Don't get me started on like college.
Yep. Why is that so expensive? I'm still paying off like university fees as well. I'll pay that off until I probably die, TBH.
Yeah, and then I think I don't think it affects Canada as far as I'm aware, but like Trump made it to where like you can't like get they did something to where like you can't like you have to pay off your student debt like immediately. You can't just pay it off little by little.
Really? Oh yeah. My god.
I also don't think you can get like something that help you with college or like school in general. The school in general. I forget what it is because I'm not in college currently, but like it affects a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which is like very annoying.
That is really annoying. It's like there are things that everybody should just have access to, and I'm just like, why don't we all have access to this?
Yeah, just kind of why I kind of somewhat want to move to another country.
Don't blame you.
I have to know. I have to like do more research because I don't want to like move and I know nothing. I'm like,
yeah, and then you're just like, well, now I'm stuck here, guys.
Yeah, and I'm like, I need an adult that knows things, even though I'm an adult.
For sure.
What other like real IRL things can we complain about?
Sorry, what was that?
What other IRL things can we complain about?
Complain about a lot of things.
I know.
TBH. That's the real coffee talk, is just like meeting up with somebody and just being like, let me just complain about a whole bunch of things for you. I got a list.
Let's just like spill all the tea that's right here now.
Yep, all the tea right here. It's like, oh man, I'm frustrated about X, Y, and Z. I don't know what else has been happening on like the Twitter space. And I've just been like, I'm just like, I look at it and I'm just like, oh, shaking my head, being like, what's going on here, guys?
What's the latest tea? I don't know why this pops up in my For You page because I don't really interact with it, but like it'll be someone telling me a story about like how their like husband cheated on them or something.
Yeah.
Or and this is how I got revenge, or hey, and like, hey, here's a random ass conversation about a relationship, and I'm like, why are we showing this? I don't care.
Didn't realize I was invited to this conversation as well.
Yeah.
Some people just like,
hi.
Some people just like post their like full like personal stuff just like online and just like get you involved in it as well. And I'm like, I don't think I really need to know all this like personal stuff
Yeah,
about
we
you.
really don't need to know all this.
No.
I truly did not care.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of people are just so very like online, and I'm a very online person as well. But there are some things that I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep to myself.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I'm pretty online. I wouldn't. I used to like look at stuff on Twitter like throughout the day to like see what's new with people who I follow, or if there's like new art that I like.
Yep.
That's usually what I'm on Twitter for. I usually ignore like the drama stuff. Well, I ignore the drama to an extent. If it's in the VTuber community, I'll look into it because
I read up on it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I see like, oh, you know, X, Y, and Z. I'm calling them out in this Google Doc. I'm like, oh, what X, Y, and Z do? And I'll scroll through the Google Doc, and that's about it.
Yeah,
but I don't like to involve myself with it. I try to stay very clear of like involving myself.
Yeah, I don't usually involve myself, at least not on my. Well, I don't involve myself at all, but like when my Twitter is like for me to like what's that thing called, networking
for networking.
Yes. Yeah, like it's for networking, and then like I really, if I want to get sponsored by someone, I don't really want them seeing that I'm talking about drama on my main page.
Exactly. Like I don't think they need to see me, you know, yapping about like drama and stuff like that, because obviously for some sponsors they don't really care too much, but for other sponsors it's like, oh yeah, I don't think they really need to see it.
Yeah, which is why I usually don't interact with it. Like I'll read it briefly and then like move on. Like there's not much I can do because it doesn't involve me. I am not the person that's in this drama.
I feel like people always need to have like their 2 cents into the issue as well, and it's like, you're not even involved in any of this. I don't think you really need to have like your 2 cents.
Yeah, like I'll tag my 2 cents, not on social media. That's like 2 friends, and that's about it.
Yeah, and that's entirely different. Like, you know, you see something happen, you message your friend and be like, whoa, can you believe like this is happening? That's so wild. I would never do this.
Yeah,
like that's totally fine.
Yeah, I can't rant about it on Twitter. Like,
no,
people are so like controversial on there.
Yeah, and people just take stuff out of context all the time too, where it's like, I don't know about that, guys.
Yeah, it's too much. Plus, it's hard to explain yourself through text.
It is very hard to explain yourself through text sometimes too, because some people will just take the tone the wrong way when it's supposed to be taken in like a different sort of way, and it's like, oh yeah, I can see why you would feel this particular way and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I don't. It's also the reason why I don't really talk that much on Twitter. Like I'm very blunt and to the point.
Yep.
So like I don't mean to offend anyone, but if you ask for my opinion, you cannot get mad at me for saying my opinion when you ask for it.
Exactly. It's like, you asked for my opinion, so I'm going to give you my opinion. And if it's something you didn't want to hear, I'm sorry, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about it. You wanted it.
Exactly. It's like, well, you wanted it. As long as it's not like generally like hurtful or anything like that, this is my stance on it. And there you go.
And I generally I don't try to like be hurtful to people.
No.
I'm generally a nice, chill person. But if you push the point around, I'm gonna start being mean.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Like, I don't like being pressured into stuff. Like, hey, I just say I don't like it. I really don't want to be involved. But pushing it to the point, I'm gonna really start not liking it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like,
I think I've had an instance where like, there's like a show called like, it's a Lego show. It's called like Lego Monkey Kid.
Uh-huh.
And one of my, so it's based off of Chinese mythology. So
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever heard of like the a person named Sun Wukong. He's like the Monkey King and all that.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Okay, so like he's one of my favorite characters on the show. And when I was a part of like a Discord server that was like kind of that centered around that, I kind of somewhat regretted it because people around me, I don't know why, but they were, I feel like they were just very hypersexual.
Oh.
And I guess I got it to a degree, but like I think as soon as I said that, like, hey, this person's my favorite character, they automatically just wanted to like involve me, like my VTuber character getting it on with like this fictional character. I'm like, oh my god, I said I liked, not that I wanted to do all that. Like,
yeah, like, hello.
Yeah.
Don't cross that boundary. What are we doing?
Yeah, all I said was that I think this character is cool. That's it.
We didn't need to go to like that entire degree, basically.
Yes, and I'm like, a dog. I get it. You like this character, and you, I guess, fantasize about them. The way they were doing it was kind of unhealthy for how I viewed it, because it seemed like the fandom was basically their entire lifeline. Like they hyperfixed on it a little too much.
Ooh,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be hyperfixed on something. I do it all the time, but not to this degree where like it basically runs my entire life.
Yeah, where if it like it runs their entire like life and existence, it's like, oh, about that friend. I think we should just step a little bit back.
We need to step a little bit back. I ended up leaving after a while because I feel like since I'm not like super hyper fixated on like the characters and the show like they do, I just didn't feel like I belonged because no one really wanted to talk to me, and I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, they were doing like a purge thingy, so we're like, I guess people who are like not active. I mean, I was active, but
okay,
I couldn't. I just left.
Yeah, no, that's so fair. That is so fair. In fact,
I just follow artists who like do art for the show, and that's about it.
And that's all you need, honestly.
Yeah, I don't really engage because people take it too far, and then people are sometimes weird about it.
Yup, and it's like, oh, we didn't really need to be like this weird and this much about it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying you gotta be normal. Everyone has their own goofy quirks, but we ain't have to do a whole 180.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you like ever not like to my degree, but like have you ever experienced that in like a fandom or like a community?
I had like probably like some weird interactions with like let's see, like just some weird like BTS fans I would get sometimes when I was on like K-pop Twitter and everything, that are just like, they're very much like into the group and stuff like that, and they always just like have to get themselves like involved somehow, and it's like, I don't even think you were a part of this conversation. Why is BTS here? This is also happening as well too a lot with N- fans, the group N-,
where they're heard of them.
They're a very big like boy group that are also a part of like the group, like the company that like 17 and like BTS are under as well. And so since obviously BTS is like out in the army, I think a lot of people from like the armies kind of like attach themselves on to like N-. That's what it feels like, honestly, because I'll just be like scrolling on TikTok and see like, you know, like a 17 thing. I'm like, oh, you know, let me read the comments, and it's just like 17 flop, this flop. It's always just N- fans, and I'm just like, what is happening, guys? Or they'll just be like saying like death threats and stuff, and I'm like, guys, this is not like that deep.
Oh my god, I can't with people doing like death threats. Like, that's not a healthy thing to do.
It's not, but some people just like make it that it's that extreme for them sometimes, and it's just like it's not, my friends, I promise you, it's okay. You will be okay. This isn't the be all and end all.
Yeah, there's no way I can like be this obsessed with someone to like threaten their life. Like, they haven't done anything. They're just a person.
Exactly. I do not think I could ever get to that point where it's like I'm gonna threaten somebody's life over this. It's like, whoa. This goes back to my whole thing of like, I don't think some people have like their frontal lobe developed because they start stuff out like so young, and then they just like think this stuff is okay. When then years down the line you look at that and you're like, man, I shouldn't have said like shit like that. That sounds stupid. Why did I say these things?
Yeah, I feel that way with some with like some groups in like the VTubing community.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like an honest mistake,
Yep.
yeah, people are like quick to like bash someone for it. Like,
they're so quick to jump on it. It's like you make one mistake, you say something like the wrong way, they're like, you're getting canceled, and it's like, whoa.
I feel like cancel culture has been getting very like old. Like,
yes,
like they do it happens too much to like the point where I can't take it seriously.
It does. I can't sometimes take it seriously anymore when people are like, oh, we're canceling this person because of this thing, and it's like, I think they just like honestly made a mistake, and obviously if they keep making that same mistake, then you can get upset at them. But if it's just like a one-time thing, they've made a mistake and they didn't mean to say what they meant to say, then I think that's fine.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be jumping on the cancel boat train.
Yeah,
type of a thing.
Like I feel like in the Google Docs in the VTuber community, I can't take those seriously anymore because there has been so many in these past few months alone.
I feel like almost every week there is like a Google Doc about a VTuber, and I'm just like, I can't keep up, guys. And I feel
really
I feel like sometimes, like, obviously these types of conversations just need to be had in DMs. I'm like, did we not like talk to each other about this and this behavior and stuff? Why do we immediately have to go to like, this person needs to be canceled type of a thing? Like, I definitely to a degree see like, calling somebody out when you've had like conversations in the past and you've tried to like talk to them about their behavior and it hasn't been going anywhere and you're just very frustrated. Sure, you know what, let's go that route. But I'm still a very big firm believer of like, trying to solve the problem through conversation and letting them know like, hey, I wasn't really happy with this behavior and stuff like that. But if it's, hurting other people and, like putting people's lives in danger, or if they're a dangerous person and stuff like that, then I understand. But if it's just like a very petty squabble, I'm like, this could have been solved in the DMs.
Yeah. And Lily, you're like so right. Like, do you remember the time where like Irene got like bashed on for like yelling at like a hairdresser? We don't even know what really happened, and people were just bashing on
it. We don't know what really happened. That's the other thing as well. Some of the stuff is like, we don't know what happened because we weren't there, so we're just speculating stuff essentially.
Yeah, we weren't there. Like, as far as I'm aware, it wasn't recorded, so now we truly don't know what fully happened. Like, the hairdresser could have like done something to Irene, and she just lost her temper when like the person wasn't listening. Like, literally anything could happen.
Also, you know what? Maybe she needed to lose her temper. Maybe she was just frustrated about something. Maybe she was just having a bad day. Like, you can't be 24/7 a happy-go-lucky person. Sometimes you're gonna, have a bad day. You're gonna snap at somebody and then be like, hey, you know what? I'm sorry I snapped at you. And that's it, really.
What's the kiss of life thing, Lily? If it's something K-pop related, I may not be in the loop because I don't know what fully happened.
I can give you the TLDR on the Kiss of Life stuff, which is recently this K-pop group called the Kiss of Life they did a birthday live, and during the birthday live, they were very much taking Black culture and just like emphasizing it, like very stereotypical Black culture.
Oh.
Where it was like, you know, pretending to be like rappers and stuff like that. It was very in poor taste, extremely in poor taste. And so a lot of people rightfully pretty much like got upset. It was very, very racist, I feel like, in that degree as well too.
Oh.
Where it was like, you know, being like a very stereotypical like Black person, essentially very like hip hop core and stuff like that, where it's like it wasn't tasteful at all. Pretty much.
No.
It was very bad. I feel like K-pop in general has like a really bad relationship with like Black culture, where they like it's very clearly that they're inspired by Black culture and like hip hop and all that stuff. And to a degree, some people are very like tasteful and respectful towards it and whatnot. Some groups are, but then other times it's like I've seen so many like K-pop idols just like have dreads and stuff, and I'm like, I don't think we should be doing that, because I don't think that's a thing that should be happening. Yeah. Or like, you know, saying the N-word and stuff, and it's like, I don't know, guys, maybe we shouldn't say that either. What are we doing there?
Now the dreads part, like, I feel like it could also mess up your hair if you're with your like it's only for like specific hair textures. And like people who don't have like thick like Black hair or like people of color hair, it's gonna mess up. It's gonna mess it up very bad.
Yeah, so it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. like I'm not gonna like gatekeep someone getting like locks or dreads. Just be aware that it's gonna mess up your hair in the long run because your hair is not used to it.
Exactly.
Like I'm not gonna like gatekeep braids. Like either like, well, anyone can get braids. It's not. I'm not really gonna get offended by it. I may do a double take. I'm like, oh, but I'm not gonna like say to like. I mean, it's your hair. You're the one who paid for it.
Exactly. And also, I feel like for me, obviously, as like a white person, it's also not my space to like, you know, be like, oh, you know, this is like really, really bad towards like this community and stuff like that. I'm just very much a listen, and I'll be respectful and learn. And that is the most important thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, I felt that way when. Do you remember when Ubisoft came out with like the newest Assassin's Creed game?
Yes.
I feel like most of the people who complained about it were not Japanese or Black.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, what?
Yeah. Like I know that one of the main characters, they have media about them. It may not be a lot. Yeah. But they are a part of history in some way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like so it's the same with Mulan. Like there's not a lot of story behind the true story of Mulan, but she still has a lot of like media about her. It happened at some point in history, but it's still it's just not well documented.
Yeah.
Like I never really got people complaining about like, oh, I get it if like it's like offending, but like if they're not offending anyone, like they're not like trying to use,
if they're not hurting anybody,
if they're not hurting anyone, not using like the questionably stereotypical practices, then I wouldn't be like berating it or like say anything bad.
Sometimes it's just like not your place to speak up and call stuff out. Just let others, you know, if it's offensive towards like their group, their culture and stuff like that, and they want to speak out about it, you support them.
Yeah, like I don't know if you ever saw it. Have you ever seen like that one monkey VTuber?
Oh, yes. Yes. That's a hands in the air type of situation where it's like that. Just the hands in the air, like I'm not touching that. Not my monkeys, not my circus.
Yes, that one VTuber, the one monkey. Well, I had to mute her shit. Like I can't block her.
No,
because...
I had to do that as well because they were like very big into like AI stuff as well. So I'm just like, oh, you know.
See, I ain't hear anything about the AI part. I only heard about their hairstyle and how they were saying that like it was either dreads or locks were like a lazy hairstyle. I'm like, it's not a lazy hairstyle.
Oh yeah, I heard about that, and I was just like, ah.
Like I feel as though like they don't like my mom has dreads or locks. When she goes to her hairstylist, that takes like up to 2 to 3 hours to get done. So it's most certainly not lazy.
Yeah, it's not a lazy hairstyle. It's you have, from what I know, it's like you have to put like a lot of like care and nurturing into it as well too. A lot of products. And it, you know, you got to take good care of your hair. It's not just like I just wake up and that's my hairstyle and it's totally fine. It's like, no, we got to take care of this.
No, it's just like normal hair. It's just in a different style. You have to take care of it, or like you might end up losing your hair.
Pretty much.
You have to cut it because you weren't doing anything to like well maintain it. Thank you for the head pats and for the daily coffee.
Yeah. Get that coffee. Get the head pats.
Yeah, what even was it? Oh, it was another flat white.
Hey, nothing wrong with flat whites.
Oh yeah, people always ask me to make flat whites. I'm like, I mean, technically we can. We don't have whole milk. And that's like the whole point of like a flat white is whole milk and like ristretto shots.
Yep.
And I'm like, I believe our machine can do it, but like it's not a machine that I recognize all that much. So I'm like, I'm gonna say no. You don't even have a button for it, so
yeah. So it's like, well,
of course you would order something annoying. You're like a daily Starbucks come goer. I used to work at Starbucks as well, and people order the most atrocious things.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Like, so one time I've seen someone order an Americano with 9 shots in it.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
Or I've seen someone order a latte, but they wanted like 20 syrups in it. 20 different syrups in it.
Ooh.
Like 3 of this syrup and then 3 of that syrup and then 3 of this one. It was so like, and we're VTubers, I can't move my hands, but it was about 2-3 inches of nothing but sugar, and I haven't even put any espresso in it yet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're pretty much just drinking syrup at that point.
Yeah, they really were. Like, it was just like, ugh, like I like my drinks sweet, but like I'm not putting like a ton of pumps of well, I do put a ton of pumps, but like I kind of match the pumps with how much espresso I put in it. So it's not going to be overly sweet.
Yeah.
Plus, I think I've kind of like grown out of like liking Starbucks, at least espresso.
Yeah.
Like it never really like truly. I think since I drunk it every day, my body slowly kind of got used to the caffeine. So it never really truly woke me up.
Yeah.
And they kept changing stuff too. Like I think they keep switching CEOs.
Oh no.
And it got so annoying because like I think people like started like doing boycotts with Starbucks as well, like employees, because like they're changing like their dress code there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's not anything crazy. I mean, there was a dress code beforehand before I left anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They're just doing so like you can't like wear like a colored shirt. It's just a normal black shirt and then like normal pants or skirts.
Oh.
So yeah. And I'm like, it's really not that big of a deal. To me, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just a regular black shirt and like I don't know if you can wear like light blue jeans, but I know you have to wear like jeans, khakis, or like black pants. Like it hasn't changed super much, but like when employees heard about it, they got fed up about it.
Yeah.
I already kind of like have like a set dress code because like most of my outfits that I wear have graphics on them or patterns. So that's like majority of like my wardrobe cut down. So like I never saw the big deal in it. But people were like outwardly like saying like this is atrocious. You're making us not being able to express ourselves. I'm like, honey, you at work.
At work, guys.
Yeah, you're at work. Like Starbucks, yes. they don't even let you work full time. Like you only there for 5 hours. That's it, honey. Yeah, it was kind of baby whiny type complaining. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Like y'all adults.
That frontal lobe's not there yet.
The frontal lobe is not there. It truly is not. My butt. It's not used to me sitting for so long.
What a mood. Don't worry, I also get like kind of EP as well too, or like my butt starts hurting and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm sitting for a bit. Jeez.
I honestly need to get a new chair. Like on my throne, I have like a really cute like executive office chair that I really want.
Yeah, office chairs are pretty goated, I will say.
Yeah, like I have a gaming chair, and it's like
I used to have one.
I have not had it for that long, but like oh god, maybe 2-3 years. I've never really besides sitting on it, I've never done anything rash to it, but like it's slowly falling apart.
Yeah, mine did as well. And I was like, I feel like this shouldn't be breaking that quickly, but they really do break that quickly.
Yeah, which is why I want like a little executive office chair. Like it's big enough to where I can sit crisscross, and I need that because I'd be wanting to sit crisscross, but this gaming chair is just small enough that I can't do that.
Yep.
And like it has a footrest, but like I question the stability of said footrest, even though I'm the one who put it together.
Yep.
I have to stand up. Okay. Well, it's been like 3 hours now. We've been yapping for 3 hours.
We have been yapping for 3 hours.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
I know. We'll be having so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can probably yap for like if you want to for like another 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm good for another
30. Get ready. Yeah.
I'm good for another 30. I'm good for whenever. My work hasn't started yet, and I work from home, so it's a little bit easy.
I would love to work from home.
Hey, I love working from home. That's a major benefit that I'm just like, wow, I love working from home so much.
Yeah, I would love for VTubing to be like something I could like work on, but it's kind of slowly getting there, somewhat slowly but surely.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe at some point I'll be able to like focus on like just VTubing, just making content.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. Yeah, it's a lot of work sometimes just to like get where you need to be, but it is worth it sometimes. For real, for real.
Yeah. Like, do you have some goals for like me being learning to be a content creator? But like, do you have like any like personal goals and like in your mind?
Like any personal goals?
Or just like long-term goals that you have?
I feel like just for like any like long-term goals and stuff like that, for me it's just like continuing to like grow my platform and whatnot. Like I think I have my goal set for this year is to like hit like 15K on Twitch, and like hell yeah, that's great. Maybe like up my like amount of viewership if need be, but like nothing super like major. I'm very content with where I am, and I'm very happy with like my steady growth as well. And I already hit partner as well, so it's like, okay, now what kind of a thing? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I hit partner. It's gonna be like 3 years. Or it has been 3 years. Has it been 3 years? Or it's been 2 years? I don't remember how long. I don't remember how long, see? But when I hit partner, it was like a very exciting thing. And obviously it like still is, like it's an exciting thing to have like a check mark beside your name and whatnot. But I think for some people it's not the be all and end all type of thing, because once you get like the check mark and you get the emote slots and stuff like that, you kind of have to then go like, oh, what do I do next? What do I do next? So I feel like for me, like I have like some number goals, but if anything, I feel like it's just like meeting more people and like doing more collab stuff as well, because I like doing that stuff. It's very fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm really looking for a partner. I mean, I am still incredibly small. I am nowhere near getting it. But
you never know.
Well, yeah, you never know. But like, I think at the moment, I think for me, for a long-term goal, I do want to focus on making content outside of Twitch. Like Twitch is a good source, but like I know that I can do a bit more with like YouTube and like TikTok with like uploading like shorts and that and all that jazz. So that's one thing. Yeah, that's like one thing I would love to like focus on. I do have someone editing some videos for me.
Nice.
If I could, I would try to learn. But I work full time and then streaming at the same time, I can't.
Yeah.
It's hard to find time. I mean, if I try to, it will not be consistent.
Yeah, I feel you. For me, obviously, I feel like I have a benefit in that degree, because obviously I'm making content for another person. It's just easy that I can also then make content for myself as well too. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need to really make content for myself today or anything like that, and I'll just make content for that person. But it is beneficial to try and make content for yourself.
Yeah, like I think I'm not very good at like video editing. Like it kind of intimidates me in a way.
I'm bad at video editing as well.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that like I don't like looking at my past videos because I have to hear myself and I'm like, ew.
Yeah. That is definitely one thing that you have to get, like I and like many other content creators have to like get used to, is pretty much hearing your own voice and being like okay with it, kind of a thing.
Like the furthest I'll like really go is like me trying to like find clips from like a stream. If I can catch it at the right moment, that is, because I'm not the greatest at clipping.
I literally, that's why I have like a bot that does it, or I just do ! clip in my chat, and then the bot will clip it for me, and I'm like, yep, that's perfect. That's all I need.
Yeah. Say, I forget that I have a clip button.
That's so fair.
When something like generally funny happens, I'm like, oh shit, I could have clipped that.
Oh, I should have clipped that.
Yeah, but I sometimes, if I can remember, I'll at least like do like a stream marker and then like try to go back and try to find it.
Yep.
Or if I remember when it happened, I try to clip it then. But I do want to be more consistent with like creating more permanent content, which is also another reason why I did like these coffee dates, because I feel like they could do good for like a video.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, it's what I plan to do. Hopefully.
Hopefully,
I
fingers
have
crossed.
to, yeah, I have to get in contact with my editor and ask them on
Yeah.
an update because
Yep.
I kind of regret it. The first thing I told them to edit was a 12-hour stream.
Hell yeah. I did one 12-hour stream and then I never did another 12-hour stream again because I'm like, nope, that is so. I got so tired from it.
I think I'm just kind of used to just sitting at my desk for long hours of time. Now with that 12-hour stream, I did force myself to go take breaks, like stretch,
which is smart.
Yeah, which is I made myself like a time, like a time set, like every 4 hours, go in 30 minutes, walk away from this computer, eat something, hydrate.
Yep. Because that's definitely what you need. Speaking of like eating and stuff like that, that reminds me of like, I think streamer Twitter was like mad about people like eating and stuff on stream, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, why are we like nitpicking this? It's like stuff like that.
I can't nitpick someone eating. I eat. Like I literally
exactly.
just told you
I can't not eat.
Yeah, I can't not eat, chat. Like
what? I'm supposed to be like, all right, guys, I'm going to stream for 4 hours and I'm not going to eat anything or go to the bathroom. It's like, no, I'm still a person. I still need to do these things.
Yeah, that's why we have like, hey, be right back, or like we have like those sticky notes that goes in our head, like hey, we're away
exactly
from this at the moment.
I think people are just like worried that like your audience will like leave and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, maybe like a few people will leave, but you're not like leaving for like a very long period of time. You're literally just like running to the bathroom, grabbing a snack, stuff like that. I don't know.
I try to come back like at a meaningful a somewhat convenient time, but like like I can't magically make the hunger go away.
Exactly. Unless like I go get food for myself. That is the only time the hunger will go away.
Yeah, like I stream from my bedroom. I can't just I don't have like I don't have a kitchen inside my room to where I can cook something while on stream. I have to go outside of it.
I don't have somebody who can easily just, bring this food for me or anything.
Oh yeah,
I have to go and make it myself.
Yeah, I definitely don't have that. Like in my house, I'm like the only one that like cooks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like for my job, like we have like a thing where we can get free food from like any store or restaurant that's under the company name.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, we only have 30 minutes on a break. They have to cook it. Like, that takes like 20 minutes for them to get it out, and then only have 10 minutes to eat. So I'm like,
yup. And it's like standing in line and stuff like that. If you have to stand in line. And I got you.
Yeah, and which is why I just started meal prepping. Like, as soon as I got my first, like, full check, because the first one when you start a new job, it's never that big. But
no.
But once I got like my second like full check, I like literally bought ingredients so I can like start meal prepping. Actually, just need to buy more ingredients to like cook some stuff. I'm thinking about making some beef curry, but we'll see.
That'd be yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never made beef curry, but I'm pretty sure it's not too far from like chicken curry.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably not too far from that.
You just probably have to cook it a bit longer because it's like beef and not chicken.
Yeah. And hey, if you mess it up, you always can try again, and that's the most important thing. It's just like, well, I can always try again.
Yeah, like I'd rather my food be overcooked than undercooked.
Yeah, exactly.
I have had instances where I was cooking and it looks cooked enough, but it actually wasn't. I'm like, oops.
You're like, oh well.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsies. Well, this is awkward.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward. Like, I made like some chicken burritos. That's like really good.
Ooh, chicken burritos sound pretty good. Maybe I'll make some rice after this. Make some rice and have some burritos as well.
Cooked rice is like the best side dish.
Rice in general is just so good. Rice,
Like
rice can be cooked so many ways. That's like with pasta too. Ugh.
Yes, I have made some spaghetti. I gotta make some more. Like in the future. I didn't take anything out to cook, so I guess today I'll just get something from work. But
yeah,
once I get paid, I'm definitely gonna go back to cooking.
Yep. Once we get paid, we're going back to cooking, guys.
Because like I like doing it. And I like exploring what I can make. And I got like a little electric bento box, so I can heat up my food since we don't have a microwave anywhere.
Oh. That's kind of rough. No microwave.
Yeah, I mean, like, we have the oven where we cook the sandwiches in, but like, if I got me some, like, I just told y'all, kind of want to make some beef curry. Can't really use the oven that we have to make it.
Yeah.
Not without doing property damage.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's also not the same as well too when you heat something up in the oven as opposed to like using the microwave as well.
Yeah. Which is why I got like an electric bento box. If I like just have it plugged in like at least like a few minutes, no, not a few minutes, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes before I actually go on break, it's honestly hot and actually very good. So I'm glad I invested in that. It's a pretty reasonably sized bento box too.
Hell yeah.
So I'm excited to cook more stuff. I need to start posting when I cook because I love cooking.
You should. Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Posting stuff in general is always helpful.
Yeah. Actually, I need to tell the story about... Wait, no. So I made... I have a friend, an IRL friend, whose kids graduated this year. And I was going to make them a cake.
Okay.
And while I was making it, it finished baking it and I put it in the freezer so it can like cool down faster. But I didn't really put it in like the most stable spot.
Oh.
So when I went to go open the door to the freezer to check in on it, it slid from where I put it and fell right on the floor.
Oh no. I would have been so upset.
I was pissed.
I would have been so mad.
Because I woke up relatively early to make the cake, and I bought the ingredients only for it to fall on the floor.
Yep. It's just like, wow, that was so cool. Hated that.
Yeah. And I thought I was running late. Turns out I wasn't. I was actually early, but I thought I was running late, and I had to like spend more money to go quickly to Walmart, buy a cake because I can't remake it now.
Yep.
I used up all the ingredients, and then I just went straight to my friend's house. I mean, they like the Walmart cake. Apparently, it was really good. I didn't have it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was a chocolate cake, and I'm not. Surprise, surprise! I'm not the hugest chocolate fan.
Hey, listen, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes chocolate's just not that good. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
Yeah, which is crazy because like my favorite cake is red velvet, and that's basically a chocolate cake.
Yeah, but it's different.
Yeah,
you know, it's different. I don't know why, but it's different.
Yeah, it just hits different.
Yep, it does. It hits different.
But yeah, that day I was like, God, I hate everything.
Yep, that would have ruined my whole day. That would have ruined my whole week, TBH.
It ruined my day because I'm like, oh my God.
Yep.
I wanted to try it out because the recipe called for sour cream, like when making it, and I'm like, why sour cream? Does it taste good?
Yeah.
And I had to look up why because I didn't bother to look up why. I was like, it smelled good when it was cooking, so it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I feel like people use sour cream in like some dessert recipes a few times as well. I don't know, maybe like it makes it like fluffier or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really cook that much.
Yeah, I love cooking, and baking is like one of my favorite pastimes.
Hell
if
yeah.
I can
I mean, you run a
afford it.
cafe.
Yeah, I run a cafe.
You should record it. Like, might as well. You never know.
I would love to do a cooking stream, but my family, I live with my mom and my uncle. They don't know how to keep quiet once they're outside of their rooms.
Yep. Yep. That was basically me with my mom when I had my whole like streaming setup like at home when I used to live at home. She's just a loud lady sometimes. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, guys, sorry, have to mute the stream. And she's just like yelling in the background. I'm like, okay, I'll just wait until it's over, type of a thing.
Yeah, see, my thing is like, if my mom like sees me on my computer, she knows to not yell my government name. She knows I stream. She knows I'm a VTuber. I've showed her. She supports it.
Hell yeah, we love parents that are supportive. Yes.
Yeah. Like when I told her, she can see that I am passionate about it. And she's like, you should make it. You should do something with it. So I am in a way.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, but like when we're in the kitchen, she's on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know when he's just gonna just say like your full address for no reason, just like on the call, and you're like, well, I just doxed myself. Thanks, Mom.
My uncle definitely can't take a hint, so he's definitely just gonna say my government name just right off the bat, and not have any regard for it. I'm like, okay.
You're like, well, there goes the VOD, guys. There goes the stream. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah, I have definitely accidentally doxed myself before.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have as well. It happens. You just don't acknowledge it, because I've had like instances where like the tab's open on top of my like screen, and it's just like it shows like my full like name, my first and last name. I've had it where ads will like show like the area that I like live in or like nearby, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm doxing myself. But if you just don't acknowledge it, then that's like nobody really notices. That I just like, I'm just gonna slowly delete this later though.
Yeah, it's also one of the reasons why like I don't like outwardly publish my streams like right off the bat. When I'm done like streaming, like they're privated until like I deem it like okay to like post publicly.
Yeah,
like I don't mind people
which is
like
a smart
watching
thing to do.
Yeah, like I don't mind watching people watching my past streams. I could care less. I mean, you won't be able to hear the music that we're listening to because but I personally don't care if anyone watches it. Like I streamed it for a reason for you to watch it.
Exactly,
so.
You streamed it for a whole reason.
Yeah. But maybe if I could ever afford to stay in an apartment, I would not mind doing like a cooking stream. I would love to do one.
It'd be a fun thing to do. I feel like a lot of people really enjoy like cooking streams and stuff.
I certainly
enjoy it. And it suits your whole theme.
Yeah, it suits my theme.
It does. Have a cool little cafe.
Yeah, maybe at some point if I can ever get like an espresso machine, I can make espresso drinks on stream.
Be cute.
Yeah. I'm like, hey guys, look at the latte art I'm trying to do. Like I'm always practicing all the time whenever I can make drinks at work. Oh God, I can't be yawning.
I know, you gotta go to work. Wake up. Get me another cup of coffee, I think.
I may have to get one at work. My coffee is cold now. I hate it.
Not cold coffee.
I mean,
that's always the worst.
I mean, it's cool when it's like iced coffee, but not like hot coffee that's now cold. Like, ugh.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, "Ugh, I don't know about that."
Yeah. I think that it is probably time for me to rate out to someone.
No problem. All
Because
good.
if I don't get off, I'm gonna be late for work.
You're gonna be late for work, and I'd feel so bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, luckily my job is pretty understanding, but like, I prefer to not be
Yeah.
late.
No, exactly. You prefer to be like a nice employee.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you again for
Okay.
having me. I had a great time.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. If you ever want to do anything like another
Mhm.
collab or anything, my DMs are always open.
Sounds good. I will let you know.
Yeah, if you ever get Sunhaven, definitely let me know.
Hell yeah. You'll be the first one I message, minus my other friend who really wants me to get into Sunhaven. So there you go.
Yeah, you can have up to 8 people playing it. So yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So everyone, you already know this person. We're rating into KT. I believe they are
Okay.
still doing their donathon.
Ooh, a donathon.
Yes, and their birthday, I believe, was either yesterday or Saturday.
Hell yeah.
So
Happy
please,
belated.
yes, please wish them a happy belated birthday if I can find them. That is, Okay, there we go. Please wish them a happy belated birthday. And thank you for everyone who
Bye,
who was
everybody.
following. Thank you for all the redeems and all that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we have yet another coffee date with
Yay!
another new person.
Yay!
And I
Everybody
believe
stay tuned for that.
yes, stay tuned for that. Wednesday and Thursday, I think I'm just playing Minecraft on Wednesday.
Hell
And
yeah.
and I believe there's a Pride Raid Train that's going to be happening that I'm participating in. So stay tuned for that.
Hell yeah.
If you may please copy the raid message.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you.
I'm copying.
You're stinky.
And everybody have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys. Go show KT love. Bye-bye. I'll see you on next time. And thank you for everyone who's in Glasses community for stopping by.
Thank you all for stopping by as well. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Yay!
Yippee!
Yippee! Let me post the raid message. Wow, bloop.
Thank you so much again for coming by and stopping.
Of course. I'll stop waving. Of course, I had a great time.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was
those
so
like
fun.
3 hours flew by. I was like, what? It's what?
Did.
Yeah.
I swear.
I close out a VTube studio as well.